Stations, when you hear, please start your archive recording. Your next time cue will come with 1 minute until airtime. Stations, we are coming up on 1 minute until airtime. One minute in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mark. 1 minute, stations. 1 minute until airtime. Your next time cue will be with 30 seconds until airtime. Studios, when you hear, please start your archive recording. Stations, you're coming up on 30 seconds until airtime. On my mark, 30 seconds until airtime. And there it is, so please start your archive recording. Stations, please be advised that you must disable your streaming to websites and apps during this Learfield IMG College broadcast. Mark, 30 seconds. Your next and final time cue will be with 15 seconds until airtime. Coming up on 15 seconds until airtime. Mark, 15 seconds, stations. Have fun.
The following is a presentation of the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network. This is where the dogs play.
Shakes and bakes, drives, high kiss off the glass, blocked at the rim. Oh, nasty block.
You got to be at your very best every night.
Driving one-handed, pulls up for a three at the horn. Oh, yeah! And a two-handed monster dunk down the lane. Alley-oop, oh, yeah!
Welcome to the Grindhouse Killer Burgers Bulldog Courtside Show. Live fast, eat well with Grindhouse Killer Burgers. Now to courtside along with Chuck Dowdle. Here's the voice of the Bulldogs, Scott Howard.
And hi again, everyone. Welcome to another night of Georgia Bulldogs basketball tonight from the 55-year home of the Dogs, Stegman Coliseum, where the Bulldogs basketball program is expecting to set an all-time single-season attendance record. In the 15 home games prior to tonight, more than 133,000 fans have made their way through the doors. And with tonight's attendance and next Wednesday's final home game of the year, Georgia will have established a new single-season attendance record. The Bulldogs would certainly like to mix in a victory to that recipe this evening as they face the Auburn Tigers for the second time. Georgia's lost its last 8 games, and the SEC skid has now reached 12 in a row. The last 3 have been most excruciating. A 4-point loss to LSU, then back-to-back 1-point defeats to Mississippi State and Ole Miss. Meanwhile, Auburn continues its NCAA resume-building process and can ill afford a loss to a 10-17 Georgia team. The Tigers are middle of the pack, 7-7 in league play. Auburn has beaten the Bulldogs 3 straight times now in this series that is deadlocked at 94 after 188 meetings. Georgia hasn't lost 4 in a row in this series since Hugh Durham's first 2 years as the Dogs head coach in 1979 and 80. So a little bit of history on the line as Georgia makes history tonight here in Stegman Coliseum. The Bulldogs Courtside Show is brought to you by Grindhouse Killer Burgers. Live fast, eat well with Grindhouse Killer Burgers. Coming up next, the radio crew makes history as well when Chuck Dowdle and Tony Schiavone are actually allowed to work another broadcast here on the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
You know, Georgia peaches don't just come from Georgia. They come from farms in Georgia, worked by farmers, working hard to cultivate the crops that drive the state's economy. That's why Georgia Farm Bureau cultivates farmers with support through advocacy and benefits that save families money, like home and auto insurance. Join online for just a couple bucks a year. Easy as peach cobbler.
Hi, Georgia fans. I'm Scott Howard here for UPS. Your customers want more from your business. You've got to make more happen, whether they're in Athens, Georgia, or on the other side of the world. Globally or locally, UPS is building solutions to help businesses give their customers exactly what they want. More. Made easy. UPS, official logistics company of Georgia Athletics.
This is the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network, brought to you by Progressive, making it easier to bundle your home and car insurance.
Hey Bulldog fans, with Aaron's, having what you want is much easier than you think. Because now you can lease to own all the brands you love in furniture, electronics, and appliances. Yes, all those things you've always dreamed of. At Aaron's, you don't need credit, and you have flexible payment options so you can pay little by little until you own it. Plus, delivery and setup are free, so you can just focus on enjoying. Visit us in-store or at aarons.com and discover for yourself how easy it is to have what you want. Certain restrictions apply. See store for details.
Bulldog fans, Swifty Car Wash has a deal for you. Join any Swift Pass Unlimited Wash Club for $4.99. You heard right, $4.99. Regular monthly rates will apply on your first billing. Fast. VIP lanes for club members. Easy. Secure monthly billing. Clean. Everyone feels better in a clean car. Join today. Fast. Easy. Clean. Certain restrictions apply. See store for details. Swift Pass Unlimited Washes at Swifty Car Wash.
Official car wash of UGA Athletics.
We are back courtside at Stegman Coliseum, the Bulldogs Courtside Show, brought to you by Grindhouse Killer Burgers. Live fast, eat well with Grindhouse Killer Burgers. Along with Chuck Dowdle and our producer-engineer Tony Schiavone and our network studio host in our Piedmont Healthcare Network studios, Cabell Philpott. I'm Scott Howard, getting set for round two, Georgia and Auburn. And Chuck, it's been a while since these two teams faced one another, way back in early January. And since that time, a lot of folks have passed through the turnstiles here at Stegman.
Yeah, we may set a record tonight. That would be, I think, what we're 58-87 short of the all-time attendance record here at the University of Georgia for men's basketball. That would be terrific, but it's going to be a challenge tonight. Scott, I was feeling so good about this game, and I walked in, and you tell me that you just talked to the coach, and
we've got an injury.
We got an injury, and it ain't a good one.
No, it's Rayshawn Hammonds, one of our starters, the 6'8" forward.
Boy, you just made me sick immediately. I was feeling so good.
Well, I thought that was just from seeing me for the first time tonight.
It was just one of those things that you know, I'm thinking that we had a chance here tonight. And listen, you know, Auburn's one of our arch rivals, and this would be a chance to really spoil, you know, the parade for them, because they're in a position. You mentioned it in your open, and it is so true. They're sitting at 7-7 in the SEC. They're kind of right in the middle of the pack. A loss to us tonight would seriously hurt their prospects for an NCAA bid. And they've lost 3 of their last 5, and they are prone to at times stink it up. And when you catch them on a night when they're stinking it up, you can beat them.
Well, here's where Auburn stands in the pack. They're 1-7 against the top 7 teams in the league. They're 6-0 against the bottom 6 in the league. So they've beaten the teams below them. And the teams in front of them, they're trying to climb over. They haven't been able to beat them consistently.
And that's where a loss to us tonight would really damage them, because they need to have some quality wins, teams against teams better than them, but they also need to keep beating the teams that are below them. And, you know, you lose one of those, and suddenly it doesn't look so good on your resume.
18-9 Auburn, 10-17 Georgia. Dogs without Rayshawn Hammonds tonight here at home. We'll return with more of the Grindhouse Killer Burgers Courtside Show when Cabell Philpott joins us from the Piedmont Healthcare Network studios. He's next on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
If you're looking for smart ways to save money, head to Kroger for the Buy 5, Save 5 event. Just choose from a great selection of participating items. And when you buy any 5, you'll save $5 instantly at checkout. Take home select favorites like Kroger brand shredded cheese, Kellogg's Frosted Flakes, Doritos Nacho Cheese Chips, and more. Just visit Kroger.com or the app for details. The Buy 5, Save 5 event is happening now at Kroger. Anyone can deliver a box, but when you consider the source, only Kroger can bring you the fresh food and quality products you already know and love. And Kroger makes it easy with same-day store pickup, delivery in as little as 1 hour, and shipping right to your door. So check out while you're chillin', shop online with the Kroger app, or at Kroger.com today.
Enjoy USDA Choice half-boneless ribeye for $6.99 a pound. And 5 pounds of Cuties seedless mandarins are $4.88 with card. Fresh food, low prices at Kroger.
This is the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Springtime is almost here. It's the perfect time to tackle the next job on your list. And AutoZone has the free services to help you do it. With the AutoZone Rewards program, members get more, like a $20 reward every time you spend $20 or more 5 times. And right now, get 5 quarts of Pennzoil Platinum Full Synthetic or Full Synthetic High Mileage Motor Oil and an STP Extended Life Oil Filter for $17.99 after a $15 AutoZone gift card by mail. Let us help you at more than 5,600 locations nationwide. See terms at AutoZone.com/rewards. Restrictions and details in store.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Let's observe the inflatable noodle man. His constant undulating entices people to look at me, look at me. He's tireless and brainless, a literal airhead. Curiously, however, the inflatable noodle man, when hearing that Geico not only saves people money, but also has an award-winning app that makes it easy to manage one's policy, he knows you should switch. Because yes, switching to Geico is a no-brainer. Just ask an inflatable noodle man. Carefully, they are unpredictable creatures.
Welcome back to the Grindhouse Killer Burgers Bulldog Courtside Show. Now, scores and highlights from around college basketball. Let's go inside the Piedmont Healthcare Network studios. Here's Cabell Philpott.
Count you down to tip-off between Georgia and Auburn. A 9 o'clock tip at Stegman Coliseum as we check in on the remainder of the SEC tonight. Florida is at Vanderbilt. A 9 o'clock tip at the Memorial Gymnasium in Nashville. The Gators a 4.5-point favorite in this one. Both these teams, Florida and Georgia, that are playing at 9 o'clock tonight, will play at 8:05 this coming Saturday, or 8:30 rather, this coming Saturday night in a matchup back-to-back rivalry games for the Georgia Bulldogs. They first must take care of business tonight against Auburn, and Florida playing at Vanderbilt. Also tonight, in progress, 7th-ranked Tennessee getting all they can handle again on the road. The Ole Miss Rebels up 66-65 on the Vols. Just under 4 minutes remaining in the ball game. Breein Tyree, 13 points for the Rebels. Grant Williams with 16 points for the Volunteers, who Tennessee trails Ole Miss by a point again. 3:42 remaining in the second half of that ball game. Top 25 action. Number 2, Virginia hammering on Georgia Tech, 81-51, 29 seconds remaining in the ball game. In Charlottesville, 17th ranked Maryland, beaten by Penn State earlier today, 78-61, the final score from Happy Valley. 8th ranked Houston beating on East Carolina, 83-85, 6-minute mark, second half. Texas Tech leading Oklahoma State 56-49, 7:05 remaining in that ball game. Georgia and Auburn set to tip it off after the top of the hour. Coach Crean up next, Bulldog Sports Network.
We Dogs are known for always giving 110%, both on and off the field. But no matter how hard we work, we can't deny that getting sick is easy. Luckily, getting care is too. As the official healthcare provider of the Georgia Bulldogs, Piedmont is committed to getting us better. With urgent care, same-day appointments, virtual visits from your smartphone or desktop, and Piedmont Quick Care at Walgreens, they've got the care you need when you need it. Booking an appointment is only a click away, so for game day and every day, get better at piedmont.org/UGA.
Did you know Georgia is one of the leading producers of pecans in the entire world? That's how hard Georgia farmers work to help cultivate the state's economy. And that's why Georgia Farm Bureau cultivates farmers with agricultural research and assistance programs and access to benefits that save families money, like home and auto insurance. You can join online for just a few bucks a year. So, get cracking.
This is your home of the Dogs. You're listening to the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
At PT Solutions Physical Therapy, we're proud to be an official partner of UGA. In sports, getting to the next level takes lots of talent and lots of work. At PT Solutions, we believe that every young athlete deserves the opportunity to chase his or her dream. That's why you'll find our therapists and trainers on the fields and sidelines at every level, helping athletes stay healthy and be at their best. We hope you'll visit us at over 40 Georgia locations or at ptsolutions.com.
Welcome to Flavor Showdown! It's time for the lightning round. A snack that's actually a meal.
Zaxby's Big Zack Snack?
A superhero would have this superpower.
God, grilled chicken sandwich vision!
Oh, perfect score!
Fall in love again with your 5 favorite Zaxby's meals. The Big Zax Snack, boneless wings, kickin' chicken sandwich, chicken finger sandwich, and the grilled chicken sandwich meal, each served with crinkle fries and a 22-ounce drink.
Zaxby's, friends, family, flavor.
You're listening to Georgia Basketball. Now, time for your all-access trip inside the Dogs' locker room and a visit with UGA head coach Tom Crean. With Coach Crean, here's the voice of the Bulldogs, Scott Howard.
Back here at Stegman Coliseum, where Georgia and Auburn meet tonight, Coach Tom Crean is with us, and it's, Coach, a record-setting night for this program, and you've got a smile on your face, and certainly it's well-earned.
Yeah, I want to have a smile on my face about 11:05 too, but absolutely, it's incredible. It just says so much about the way people care about the program, the university, the way they see the program growing, and it's how you build it, right? I mean, it's how you build it, and they appreciate the way the players are playing and the way that they're cared about. I think because we can't do any of this. You got to have players that believe and compete and go hard, but you got to have people behind them and a crowd full, and that's exactly what we've had. And I think everybody feels that energy, and I'm really appreciative of it.
Of course, we're talking about the fact that Georgia will establish a new single-season total attendance record tonight, so that's certainly a great pat on the back for this program. You've got an injury tonight too, which is certainly of a concern for you. Tell us a little bit about Hammonds.
Well, Rayshawn won't play tonight. He ended up injuring his foot in the Ole Miss game on Saturday, but he really didn't notice it. He played on it, didn't really notice it until Monday, and that's when we started taking the steps with our medical staff to see what we needed to do. And that's been determined he's not going to play tonight. And we'll just kind of, it's truly a day-by-day, day-to-day, I guess I should say, type of thing right now as we kind of sort through it. And we'll see where it leads us.
I guess maybe the plus side is you've had a couple of days to prepare around that. How do you do that tonight?
Say very little about it. You know, the biggest issue for me, I mean, it's obvious, right? You take a guy like that out of the lineup that scores and the presence that he has. He does a lot for us. He's our inbounds passer. He inbounds 95% of the balls, whether it's sideline, baseline, full court, right? Other than on the break, where Nick takes it out a lot. But it forces you to make sure you've got other guys now that are ready to step up into that role. It's never about one person trying to make up the scoring or one person make up the minutes. It's not how it works. So we've just stayed as absolutely focused on ball movement and body movement and making sure we're getting our cutting game going the best we possibly can and say very, very little.
Describe how your reaction to the way the team has played. It's certainly the last 3 games when these games have gone right down to the wire.
Well, because it's the way we're practicing. And again, we've practiced hard all year. It's not like we've had bad practices, but there's a different energy level in back-to-back practices, which is what it really turns out to be this time of year. And it's not about the duration of the practice. It's just about the standards that it's not only the coach holding the standards, it's players hitting the standards. And in some cases, quite a few of them trying to raise it. And I think that's what's really, really important. But to play with a high energy level, and then they're carrying it over into the games. We just got to execute better. We got to execute better. We can't have those lulls. We can't have lulls like we had at the end of the first half of Mississippi State. Now, we came back, but the margin for error once you hit those things are really, really hard. But the bottom line, if I had to sum it all up, it would just be belief. And we just got to keep believing that we're going to crack that door down. And we got to believe it's going to happen tonight.
Do you feel like Georgia and Auburn are very different from the first time we met in early January?
Well, I know we're a lot different. And it was very hard for me to even watch the film and see similarities at all with the team. But I think they're really good. They were good then. They're good now. If they're playing without Wiley tonight, that makes them maybe even quicker, right? And there's no question they're improving. They're well coached. So everybody's getting better this time of year, but it all becomes relevant to where you're at. But we know that a lot of the same strengths they have them now, and we've got to do a great job of working against that.
How important is the 3 guarding it and defending theirs and us making some?
Well, it's one of the hugest parts of the game because they get them in transition. They get out and run so well. They get them in transition. All right, they get them in the middle of the clock, but they are so good at sending 3 to that offensive glass that's where they'll get some kickouts. And so you've got to rebound the long three, and if you rebound it, you're going to get some breaks, right? But you can't give them second chance opportunities. Well, we really got to be good, Scott. We gave up 11 offensive rebounds in 5 seconds or under when we played at Auburn. And they're good in the shot clock. They get the shots off. But we gave up too many second chance points inside of that. So we got to get down and hold them to one shot the best we can.
Tom, thanks very much for your time. As always, good luck tonight.
Absolutely, Scott. Thank you.
That's Coach Tom Crean. This is brought to you by UPS, working together to achieve great things like the Bulldogs. That's problem solving. Visit ups.com to learn more, official logistics partner of Georgia Athletics. Georgia and Auburn coming up, and we'll give you the starting lineups next on the Bulldog Sports Network.
Getting your first real paycheck is like celebrating your own Independence Day. It's life-changing once it's deposited, which you can do using Regions Mobile Deposit in your Regions mobile app. Choose when and where to make the money available, take a couple of pictures, click a button or two, and boom, one major achievement in the record books. We get it. Some things are bigger than banking. Learn more at regions.com/mobile deposit. Regions, member FDIC, conditions and fees apply.
Whether you're an elite athlete, in youth sports, or a weekend warrior, the Northside Hospital Sports Medicine Network keeps you in the game and ready for action. Our team of experts offers a full range of sports medicine services to prevent and treat injuries and improve performance. With 10 locations in the Atlanta region, the Northside Hospital Sports Medicine Network is in your neighborhood. For details, call 1-855-NH-SPORT. That's 1-855-NH-SPORT.
Don't go anywhere. The Dogs are coming right back. You're listening to the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Libman makes a difference. The Libman Mop Crew is part of our winning team. The Libman Mop Crew makes sure the hardwood is clean and safe for players every game at Stegman Coliseum. No matter what kind of flooring you have at your home court, Libman has the tools to keep it clean. Our mops, brooms, and brushes are proudly family-made in the USA. Visit Libman.com to see our whole lineup and for a store locator. That's Libman.com.
Infrastructure. Have you really stopped to think about what that means to you? Airports, hospitals, education, and economic centers, all built to elevate our lives. But who builds them? The members of the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local 613, believes we should be those people. It's why we train 5 years in the heat, the cold, day or night, rain or shine. We create a better life for everyone. IBEW Local 613, everyday people committed to building an extraordinary world.
This is where the Dogs play.
Shake face drive. High kiss off the glass. Blocked at the rim. Oh, nasty block.
You got to be at your very best every night.
Driving one-handed stuff. First three and good. He faked him out. Inside. No look. Finish it. Pulls up for a three at the horn. Oh, yeah! And a two-handed monster dunk down the lane. Alley-oop. Oh, yeah!
Today's coverage of Dogs basketball is brought to you by Piedmont Healthcare, the official healthcare provider for the Georgia Bulldogs. Barbasol, here's a no-brainer. Barbasol is making razors. Try the Barbasol Ultra 6 Plus today. And by State Farm, here to help life go right. Talk to an agent at 800-STATE-FARM. Now, to courtside, along with Chuck Dowdle, here's the voice of the Bulldogs, Scott Howard.
Taking you up to tip-off for Georgia and Auburn in Athens tonight here at Stegman Coliseum. Before we get to our starting lineups, let's pause 10 seconds. Station identification on the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network. Here are your starting fives for Georgia and Auburn tonight. First for the Bulldogs, Georgia with a record of 10-17 on the year, 1-13 in league play. The Dogs have dropped 8 in a row overall and 12 consecutive in the SEC, coming off a 1-point loss to Ole Miss on Saturday in Oxford, Mississippi, 72-71. Tom Crean without Rayshawn Hammonds tonight, so here's his starting five. Turtle Jackson and Jordan Harris and Christian Harrison are the guards. Turtle, a 6'4 senior from Athens. Jordan Harris, a 6'4 junior from Iron City, Georgia, and his play has really helped boost Georgia's opportunities here as of late. Christian Harrison, the walk-on transfer from Troy. He is from the city of Atlanta, 6'4 redshirt senior. And rounding out the starting five, it'll be Nicholas Claxton, the 6'11 sophomore from Greenville, South Carolina, and Derek Ogbede, 6'11, 6'9 sophomore, 6'9 senior, rather, 6'9 senior, and he is from Atlanta, and his birthplace is Lagos, Nigeria. So Turtle Jackson, Jordan Harris, Christian Harrison, Nicholas Claxton, and Derek Ogbede for Tom Crean in his first season at Georgia, his 19th overall as a head coach, a record of 366 and 248 in those 19 seasons. Now for the Auburn Tigers, a record of 18-9, 7-7 in conference play. They are SEC co-champs from last year when they went 26-8 and finished 13-5 in league play. They made it to the second round of the NCAA tournament. Bruce Pearl is their head coach in his 5th year in Auburn, a record of 88-71, his 24th year overall, 550 and 216. He has a record of 15-7 all-time against Georgia. His starting five: Jared Harper, Bryce Brown guards. Harper, 5'11 junior from Mableton, Georgia. Bryce Brown, 6'3 senior from Stone Mountain, Georgia, one of the top three-point shooters in SEC history. Samir Dowdy, 6'4 junior swing player from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And the starting five for the Tigers rounded out with Anthony McLemore, a 6'7 junior forward from Warwick, Georgia, and Chuma Okeke, a 6'8 sophomore forward from Atlanta. It's the Bulldogs and the Tigers, round 2 this season, and it's coming up tonight here on the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Everybody knows that peanuts are the state crop of Georgia. But did you know that Georgia farmers contribute nearly $75 billion to the state's economy each year? That's not peanuts. Those billions are why Georgia Farm Bureau cultivates farmers by promoting agriculture and offering access to benefits that save families money, like home and auto insurance. You can join online for just a few bucks a year. Peanuts.
SiriusXM brings you SEC college hoops like no one else. We've got 24/7 talk and analysis on SiriusXM SEC Radio from experts like Peter Burns and Chris Doring, as well as live play-by-play. So catch every dagger, dime, and drive in your car, online, or on the SiriusXM app. Or try us out for free with a streaming trial subscription and take your team with you anywhere you go. Get a free streaming trial at SiriusXM.com/SECSXM.
The Dogs are heard right here. This is the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Coach Kirby Smart here. Let's talk about the official healthcare provider of the Georgia Bulldogs, Piedmont Healthcare. Piedmont makes sure that our dogs are playing their best, and they're also there for the times they're not. But you don't have to be a college athlete to get bumps and bruises. With urgent care, same-day appointments, virtual visits from your smartphone or desktop, and Piedmont Quick Care at Walgreens, they've got the care you need when you need it. Booking an appointment is only a click away. So for game day and every day, get better at piedmont.org/UGA.
Last time on College Sports Now.
You know, when you're not shooting the ball well, you got to change what you're doing. Get the ball inside. Quit shooting the ball from 25 freaking feet every single time down the court just to prove you can.
Good for you, Coach. You feel better? You got that out of your system? Listen to College Sports Now, 10 a.m. to noon Eastern Time, Monday through Friday on TuneIn. Follow along on Twitter at CSNowTweets and on Apple Podcasts by searching College Sports Now.
Well, the lights are out at Stegman Coliseum. Folks continue to try to find their spot on this record-setting attendance night for Georgia. And the Dogs have another home game next week against Missouri. That'll be the final home game of the year. As we wind down the regular season, it's time for our Keys to the Game, presented by Ford. Elevate your game with a new Ford F-150, the official truck of the Georgia Bulldogs. Now here's Chuck Dowdle with our keys to what we hope is a Georgia win.
Boy, wouldn't that be nice, Scott? Well, first thing we got to do is pick up Rashawn. Hadn't counted on that when I showed up here tonight, but that's the situation we're in. He's out tonight. Listen, we're not Kirby Smart. We don't have plug-and-play Cade Mays. We don't have that here. So there goes nearly 13 points and 6 rebounds. We got to find those somewhere, and I know they're not looking over here at the scorer's table where we're sitting. Number 2, listen, you heard Coach Green say this, and something I'd already written down. We got to have smart cuts and crisp passes. When we move the ball and when we move ourselves, we play pretty well. It's when we start standing still and making sloppy passes that we get ourselves in trouble. And finally, listen, Auburn's lost 3 of its last 5. They're ripe for the taking, but we've got to keep them off the offensive glass. They're averaging 13 offensive rebounds per game. That's 20th in the nation. And out of that, they're producing almost 13 second chance points. We can't afford to give 13 second chance points to a team like Auburn. So if we can do these things tonight, we got to find a way to cover Rashawn, what we're missing with him. We got to move the ball and move ourselves, and then we got to figure out a way to keep them off the offensive glass. We just might, sneak out of here with a win.
Chuma Okeke, their 6'8 sophomore, is one of the better offensive rebounders in all of the Southeastern Conference. He is their top rebounder on the team. And, of course, when you think of Auburn, you think of Jared Harper and Bryce Brown, and that's a pretty fierce 1-2 punch in the backcourt. They're both tremendous guards and outstanding three-point shooters.
And that's been a huge problem for us this year is when we face teams with superior backcourt play. And in the SEC, let me tell you something. Most every time you take the floor, you're going to be facing outstanding guard play. And that's been a problem for us this year, matching up in the backcourt.
Tonight's tip-off is brought to you by Northside Hospital Atlanta as Georgia breaks the huddle and hits the floor. They'll be back in their traditional home white uniforms, not the throwbacks, but the ones they've worn all season long. And Auburn in their road navy blues, a little bit of orange and white trim. Georgia in white with the red and black trim. And we're almost set to go. Our officials tonight, Doug Sermons, Terry Weimer, and Todd Austin. Anthony Jordan is not here.
Not here. He's at the LSU game.
McLemore will jump for Auburn. Claxton for Georgia. McLemore at 6'7", Clax at 6'11". Auburn's going to win the tap. And Auburn with the first possession as we are underway in Athens in the late game, or at least one of them here in the SEC tonight. Auburn first possession. Here's Dowdy going to drive baseline. Got in trouble in a triple team under the basket. Skips it into the right corner for a 3 ball. That's good as Chuma Okeke was wide open on the 3, and he made it count.
Wide open doesn't even start. He was lonesome, really lonesome. You know, they started 0-7 from behind the arc in their last game, so sometimes they're capable of hitting those kind of stretches.
Okeke with his 37th three-pointer of the year, and he's a 36% three-point shooter. Turtle's got the ball. Jump pass is deflected. Ball is loose on the floor. There's a whistle on the left baseline in Georgia's front court. That's going to be a pushing foul on Okeke for Auburn.
Yeah, they knocked Derek down.
And that's saying something.
That is. That's a big thing to knock down.
That's a heavy
Derek
push.
Is a hefty, yes, he
Unless
is.
Derek helped him out a little bit on the fall. Georgia will inbound, 20 on the shot clock. Claxton will throw it in since Hammonds, who throws in, as Coach Green told us, about 90% of our inbounds plays handled by Rayshawn Hammonds. Well, he's not available tonight. Turtle for 3, right wing. Front rim, no good. Long rebound out to the top of the key. Mishandled by Okeke. Ball is still loose on the floor. Picked up by Harrison. Scoops it back to Jordan Harris. Straight away 3. He rips it good straight away. And we're tied at 3. That's a Scana Energy three-pointer from Jordan Harris.
And thank you, Christian Harrison, for creating that turnover on the part of Auburn.
He stayed with it in the backcourt. The ball was rolling away. Auburn could never find the handle. And Harrison hustled after it, scooped it back to Harris, and Jordan bombed away. 3-3 contest. Auburn with the possession. They work in the front court right into the floor in front of the Georgia bench. Here's Dowdy going to dribble and drive inside. Ball knocked away up in the air. Agbede taps it to a teammate. Georgia's off and running with it in front court.
And
it's tapped out of bounds by Auburn, I think.
Yeah. Well, it depends on which official you ask.
Well, I was looking at the baseline guy. He said Georgia ball.
That's right. The other guy was pointing this way.
It's going to be Georgia's possession. Christian Harrison was curling in the front court right corner, and Auburn got a handle of the ball, deflected it out of bounds, so Georgia will inbound with Big Clacks front court on the far side. Plenty of time on the shot clock. 23 as Turtle holds, now dribbles middle of the floor. Bryce Brown guarding him as Auburn plays man-to-man here to start the contest. Harrison with a bounce feed to Harris, trying to get him on a breakaway out of the right corner. And Auburn's going to come up with a turnover. Dogs turned it over. That may have hit somebody's foot over in the corner. I got screened out and couldn't see the deflection. But the ball ends up with Auburn. We're tied at 3, 2 minutes in. Bryce Brown dribbles to the left. He'll spot up for a 3, misses first 3 of the night. Rebound torn down by big Derek Ogbede for the Dogs. Harris walks it into the front court for Georgia. Over to Turtle on the logo. He'll dribble to his left, works against Bryce Brown. Turtle still dribbling. Now he feeds it to Harris. Over to Christian Harrison. He'll curl around top of the key. To Turtle coming from his left. Dumps it inside to Ogbede. Off his hands.
Way too hard.
Turns it over. Harper picks it up and runs for Auburn. And a driving layup good for the little guy.
Turtle just fed that pass to Derek way too hard.
Harper at 5'11" took it all the way in for his first points of the contest. It's Auburn 5-3. And a travel call on the Dogs as we get into the front court and turn it over.
You know, that wasn't Christian Harrison got charged for the travel, and he did, but it wasn't his fault. He slid on the floor, and I don't know whether it was just moisture over there from where those guys were on the floor earlier, but his feet slid on him.
Usually they'll stop if they see a spot.
Yeah.
They'll stop and mop it up, but that wasn't the case here. Auburn with the ball and the lead, 5-3. Okeke dribbles in from the left wing to the foul line, kicks it over to Harper. Here's a long 3 left wing. That's no good. Rebound. We fight for it and win the war. Harris off and running. He's bumped to the left baseline, throws it up as it bounces off the rim from the left side. That's going to be a foul on Jared Harper. Clear push against Jordan Harris as Jordan was driving in for the shot.
Jordan's got some speed down the floor. He came out of a pack on our end of the floor, and boy, he was down the court in no time.
2 free throws coming for Jordan Harris, the 6'4" junior guard from Iron City, Georgia. It's been 83% at the line this season. His best in his Georgia career. Free throw is up and in, good. Harris has all 4 of our points thus far. Coming off a career high at Ole Miss, he was a perfect 5 for 5 from the field. Had a career high 15 points in Oxford.
Wasn't that his 3rd consecutive career high?
Yes.
So maybe he can get for 4 tonight.
And Harris hits both free throws, and we're tied at 5.
If he get 11 more, he'll have it.
Let's hope it continues. 16:38 on the clock, first half. And a late start here in Athens tonight. Bryce Brown 3 ball won't go. Tip in by Horace Spencer is off the rim. And a foul on the rebound. Going to go against Nicholas Claxton for Georgia. His first, team's first. Stops the clock with 16:31. 2 shots coming for Horace Spencer, 6'8" senior forward from Philadelphia. He's only a 51% foul shooter, 22 of 43 this season. Right-hander flips it up and in, good. All nets.
Boy, that didn't look like anything like a 51% shooter, did it?
No, it did not.
That was
right through the heart of the rim.
I was going to say, that was dead center perfect.
6-5, Auburn with a 1-point lead. And a second free throw from Spencer. And that one's also good. Same spot. He hits them both. It's 7-5 Tigers. Dogs trying to throw it in with Claxton. Full court pressure. Now Turtle makes some separation from his defender, Dowdy, and takes the inbounds pass. Back to Claxton. He'll carry it across the timeline. Work on the right side of the floor. Tyree Crump is in for Georgia now. Ogbede to Harris. Jordan kills the dribble. Top of the key. Overhead pass right wing to Claxton. Bounce feed on the right baseline to Ogbede. He's double teamed. He turns and shoots. The banker is off the rim. Rebound Auburn. 1 pass and it's into the front court. Here's Bryce Brown for 3. Short. Side of the rim. Rebound tapped up twice and now controlled by Ogbede. He throws it up ahead into the front court to Crump, and he rips a 3 from the right wing.
Beautiful, beautiful. Derek Ogbedi was really hustling to get that rebound.
Auburn tries to answer with a quick three. No good. Ball is loose. We wrestle for the rebound. Crump picks it up off the floor, scoops it up to
Derek,
Ogbedi. Look at Derek driving all the way in, and he jams the ball between the backboard and the rim. He was falling down, running the floor like a guard, and he launched it as he was falling, and the ball just wedged right in there.
That's not Derek's strength, handling that ball on a break. But, hey, the arrow belongs to the Dogs.
Dogs with 2 Scana Energy three-pointers here to start the ball game. It's 8-7. Georgia leads with a timeout at Stegman. 15:37 remaining, half number 1. Back in a moment, Bulldog Sports Network.
Hey, Bulldog basketball fans, listen up. When I think about great teammates, I think of Rocket Mortgage. With their innovative technology and industry-leading client support, you can count on them to get your mortgage done right. Because when it comes to buying a home, you need a teammate you can count on. Rocket Mortgage, proud mortgage partner of Georgia Athletics. Push button, get mortgage. Call today at 800-QUICKEN or go to rocketmortgage.com.
Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender. Licensed in all 50 states. NMLS number 33.
Gear up for the season with the best Georgia gifts and apparel from the UGA Bookstore. At the UGA Bookstore, you'll find the biggest selection from top brands like Nike, Southern Tide, Vineyard Vines, Peter Millar, and 47 Brand. Dress for the part with the latest game day styles at the UGA Bookstore in the heart of campus next to the Tate Student Center. Online 24/7 at UGABookstore.com. It's where dogs shop.
Whether you're an elite athlete, in youth sports, or a weekend warrior, the Northside Hospital Sports Medicine Network keeps you in the game and ready for action. Our team of experts offers a full range of sports medicine services to prevent and treat injuries and improve performance. With 10 locations in the Atlanta region, the Northside Hospital Sports Medicine Network is in your neighborhood. For details, call 1-855-NH-SPORT. That's 1-855-NH-SPORT.
Enter the Nissan Own the Paint sweepstakes and show everyone how big a fan you really are. Customize a Rogue in your team colors for your chance to win it. To enter and for official rules, go to nissanusa.com/Rogue sweepstakes. No purchase necessary. Ends 3/31/19.
Well, Scott, since that ball wedged between the glass and the rim, we caught a break because otherwise that was just going to be a bad shot, and Auburn was going to have a rebound. But instead, we've got the arrow on the jump ball because that's a jump ball when it wedges, and we got possession with 30.
And we got a 1-point lead, 8-7. Big Clacks to inbound, right of the basket. Okeke guarding. We throw it into the right corner to Crump. He spins around, brings it up the right wing, gives it over to Turtle. He'll pass to Claxton. Big Nicholas puts it on the floor. A couple of dribbles to Crump. Now to Turtle. One dribble and a bounce pass to Clacks with 16 to shoot. Clacks flips it to Crump. He'll launch a 3 straight away. Front rim, no good. Rebound tapped up off the backboard. Picked up by Harris, and he missed the layup. It bounced off the rim. Rebound is loose. Chased down by Bryce Brown. Sprints into the front court to the right. Brown backs away on the dribble now. Feeds it to his right to Harper, and they'll reset.
That's okay. We got our first offensive rebound down there that time. It didn't work out on the putback.
Boy, Harris, he missed it right at point blank. Just rolled over the front rim. He had it right there at dead eye, right on the bucket, but didn't fall in. Now Auburn misses one of similar situation. Horace Spencer, right at the left side of the rim, just rolls over the iron. Dogs rebound the miss. Now a blocking foul on the left end of the floor against Auburn as Jordan Harris was tight roping the right side baseline. Got under the basket, and they called a block on the Tigers. They got over there and tried to take a charge, but instead Horace Spencer got called for the block. And Georgia will have possession. 22 seconds on the shot clock and an 8-7 Dogs lead. Now Etorian Woolridge has entered the ball game, and he'll throw it in, and Auburn tips the inbound and steals the basketball. They turn it over right away. Anthony McLemore. Now here's a 3 by Harper for Auburn. Good. Deep on the left wing. Jared Harper with his first 3 of the night makes it 10-8 Tigers.
And they punish us for being sloppy on the inbounds pass.
Well, we changed Claxton and put Woolridge in there, and Etorian's entry pass didn't have a lot on it. Got tipped and stolen by the Tigers. Dogs On the offensive end, Jordan Harris with a right-hand dribble, spins down the lane, windmill scoop, and good off the glass. Terrific looking play and shot by Jordan Harris.
My goodness, is he coming on?
He's got 7, and it's 10-10. Bounce feed into Okeke against Turtle, blocks the shot. Okeke gets the deflection, misses the putback, gets another rebound, and puts it back up and in uncontested that time.
Well, that's how Auburn makes its living. Offensive glass, put it back, don't get it, get the offensive rebound, put it back, just stay after it till it goes.
That last time we had 3 guys jumping up in the air trying to block the shot, and on the pump fake, Okeke made it easily as the Dogs bomb a 3 with Turtle Jackson from the right wing to take a 1-point lead. That's our 3rd 3, Turtle's first of the night, 13-12. Turtle now with 123 career threes. That ties him for 15th with Rashad Wright, and Auburn hits a 3.
Is he going to take that? That he was not aiming. That was
the backboard's there for a reason, though, right?
Oh my goodness! But not from that angle.
Auburn banks one in to take a 15-13 lead. Turtle Jackson in the front court. Oh, a tricky dribble to get through 2 defenders. He feeds Wilridge on the baseline. He's called for traveling. Toe laid it up, but he got called for the walk before he got to the rim to lay it up and in. 2-point Auburn lead, 15-13. Tigers bring it up into the front court. Javon McCormick, a 6-foot junior transfer from New Orleans. He's a JUCO kid. Into the ball game for the first time. Drives on the left-hand dribble against Crump. He shoots from the left side, off the backboard, rolls around the iron, kicks off to Auburn. Tigers get another possession. McCormick 3-ball. He drops it from the left corner. It's good. That's their 4th 3 already, and the lead is now 5, 18-13.
And that was a second chance, too.
Yeah, they've gotten a lot of those so far. Dogs into the front court, down to the left end of the floor here. Harris explodes out of the right corner, down along the baseline, into the paint, layup good. Jordan Harris has got 9. 18-15, Tigers by 3. They launch another deep 3 on the left side. This time it's D'Angelo Purifoy, 6'7" junior. 21-15.
Well, he started the year in Bruce Pearl's doghouse, but has gotten himself out.
Turtle attacks, running layup, settles on the iron, falls through good. Turtle wanted to call, didn't get it. He ended up on the floor. Auburn, quick 3, Harper. Man, we're just exchanging punches here, left and right.
Yeah, but
ours are 2s, and theirs are 3s.
There's the 3s.
Harper with his second 3. It's 24-17. Hey, you see all the shots falling from on both ends of the floor. You think, hey, we're doing pretty good. And then you look up and you see they've got 7 more.
Well, and again, theirs are from behind that arc.
Dogs slowing it down a little bit now in the half court. Turtles left open for a 3. Here it comes. There it goes. It's good.
Now, that's more like it.
Turtle with his second 3. He's got 8. Harris has 9. There are 1-2 punch so far. It's a 4-point Auburn lead, 24-20. Here are the Tigers now. Georgia really going to have to extend that defense. Play beyond that arc. There's another 3. That's an air ball this time. Harris catches it with one hand on the rebound. Didn't let it go out of bounds. Feeds it up ahead into the Crump near sideline. Tyree drives, spins on the block, stripped, and taken away by Auburn. On the spin, they hit the ball, knocked it out of his hands. McLemore ended up with it. Now Harper working for Auburn on the right end of the floor. He's going to drive against Jordan Harris, and a foul on Harris will be called. A blocking foul on Jordan Harris. That's his first. And that gets us into a timeout as Tom Crean wants an explanation from the official that called it. 10:34 to go, first half. Auburn 24, Georgia 20 on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
Frank! Sam! Hey, neighbor! You want to watch TV? Or maybe grab some lunch? What? Do you want to come over? Hey, how about some lunch? What? What?
Do you need a phone? Does your friend need one too? Come into an AT&T store to learn how to buy one smartphone and get a second one on us. AT&T. More for your thing. That's our thing. Both lines must be on same wireless account. Other terms apply. See store for details.
This is the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
You know, growing up in a coffee family, is no different than growing up in any other family, except that we all kind of share one affinity, and that's for a great tasting cup of coffee.
Matt Siraj, 4th generation owner, Community Coffee.
I believe people can taste the difference family makes. It's a fullness in the mouth. It's a flavor impression that follows all the way through till 30 seconds after that sip of coffee. It's that rich, smooth flavor that you find in Community Coffee.
Our family story continues at communitycoffee.com.
Welcome back to Sports View. Today's topic, who deserves to win big this season? My 2 cents, good drivers. I mean, that's why there's Snapshot from Progressive. Let's go to Rick for some confusing metaphors.
Look, if you put a classically trained cellist in a garage band and you tell him to play filet mignon, I guarantee you, the meat on that burrito ain't gonna light the candle.
Thanks for clarifying, Rick.
If you're a good driver, there's no other way to say it. You deserve discounts with Snapshot. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Snapshot not available in California, North Carolina, or from all agents.
Right now, you could come in and get exceptional offers on all BMWs in stock. Visit one of your Atlanta area BMW centers soon for a test drive. Proud to be the official luxury vehicle of Georgia Athletics. Visit BMWATL.com for more offer details.
Scott, we mentioned that Auburn was 20th in the nation on the offensive glass, and so far they got 4 of their 6 rebounds of the offensive type, and out of that they've been able to produce 7 second-chance points. They are good on that glass.
Yeah, they've got 7 second-chance points. Georgia has 0, almost 10 minutes into the ball game. Auburn leads by 4. Dogs come out of the huddle with Harris and Harrison. Amanze Ngumeze comes into the ball game. Tyree Crump stays in, and T-Shawn Hightower in for the first time. And again, in case you're late joining us, Rayshawn Hammond's not available tonight, has a foot injury, and is not playing.
Now has a boot on that right foot.
Jared Harper at the free throw line for Auburn. 81% foul shooter, has it roll off the rim, no good. He missed his first opportunity. He's got a couple of threes, but he misses his first free throw of the night.
Wow.
5'11" junior guard from Mableton, Georgia.
Yeah, their 51% free throw shooter made them both.
Harper makes the second one. He's got 9 points here in the half. 25-20, Auburn by 5. Dogs with the ball. Crump takes it into the front court. Looks like Auburn's going to settle into a zone now. Harrison, right side of the floor to Hightower. And Ngumeze pops out, goes back on the block now.
Coach Crane very unhappy. We're standing still, nobody cutting.
Hightower to Crump, right wing. Tyree, left-hand dribble, jump pass near side to Hightower, back to Tyree. They're late closing out on him. He heaves up an air ball. We catch it under the basket, and the shot clock runs out. Harris got it under the basket, didn't know how much time was left, and tried to dribble it out of trouble. But Tyree's air ball did not reset the clock, obviously, so Auburn will get it on the violation by Georgia. 25-20, Tigers lead by 5. They've got the ball. Javon McCormick to Harper. There are the guards right now. Purifoy off a screen. 3-ball straight away, won't go.
Oh, wow.
We had the rebound, knocked it out of our own hands.
We sure did.
Dowdy he got it and tried to put it back up, and then we fouled.
We had the ball. We had the rebound.
Christian Harrison had it, Chuck, and then we knocked it out of our own guy, knocked it out of his hands, and Dowdy was right there to retrieve the ball, and then as he was going back up to lay it in, we foul him with Tyree Crump, his first, team's third. So now it's free throws for Auburn. Samir Dowdy at the line. He clanks one up there, no good. Dowdy, a 6'4" transfer from Virginia Commonwealth. He's from Philadelphia, an 88% foul shooter, and he missed his first. Second one by the right-hander. A low trajectory is good.
A little more like it, wasn't it?
Shoots it low, but that one slid right in there over the front rim, and it's 26-20 now, Auburn. Building that lead back up a point at a time. Tigers have been up by 7 here in the half. Dogs with the ball, one-handed pass to Crump, back to Hightower on the left wing. Entry into Claxton, who's back in on the block. He's double-teamed. Dribbles it under the basket, tries to shoot. It's rejected. We keep the ball. Ngumeze for 3, left corner. Short side iron, rebound Auburn.
How do they not call that? I mean, Nicholas just getting mugged.
McCormick down the lane, and that's an easy lay-in for Auburn. Javon McCormick. No defense by Georgia that time. And it's 28-20 Auburn. That's their largest lead of the half. 9:04 to go first half. Dogs ball left into the floor. Harrison dribbles it off the wing over to Crump. Thought about a 35-foot three. Didn't take it. Ingumeze fouled on the shot. A 2 right of the lane. He got hit pretty good. He's going to go to the free throw line.
I think the officials realized they had bungled that last one because Nicholas just got hammered underneath.
McLemore whistled for the foul for the Tigers, his first, the team's fourth, and that'll send Amanze into the free throw line for the Dogs. A 6'9" freshman from Savannah, shooting 61% from the line this season. Hasn't been there a whole lot, just 11 of 18. Forces that first one up there off the right side of the rim. It dips out, no good. Harris has 9, Turtle has 8. Turtle is on the floor, Harris is not. We've got Hightower, Fagan, Ingumeze, Claxton. Amanze missed them both. Rebound tapped out. Now they're going to call a foul on Auburn. Tugging on the shirt, said Doug Sermons. Chuma Okeke had a fistful of jersey. He's whistled for his second foul. And that's going to give the Dogs the ball. That's their 5th. So we'll get to keep the basketball, chance to put more points on the board. We're down 8 with 8:53 to go in the half. Claxton inbounds. Ingumeze hits him in the right hand. He drops it, picks it up, now drives on the baseline, throws it up. Awkward shot. Hits off the front of the rim. He was deep on the right underside of the backboard. Tried to angle it up and in, but to no avail. Auburn got the rebound. Now they work on the front end of the floor. And an easy layup for McLemore. And a timeout, Georgia.
Yeah, they're getting way too many easy shots right now.
Well, they got in deep. Anthony McLemore was just camped in that restricted area, waiting for the baseline pass to come in from Samir Dowdy. And when it did, it was just an easy jump up and in to go up 10. It's 30-20. Auburn leads by 10, largest lead of the half. And Georgia calls a time to reset, regroup with 8:36 to go in the first half. Georgia fans at StubHub, every Bulldog ticket is 100% guaranteed. You'll find the best selection of tickets anywhere. StubHub's been getting fans into the game for over 17 years and is the official fan-to-fan ticket marketplace of the Georgia Bulldogs. StubHub, be there.
Well, the officials trying to get them out of the huddles, back out on the floor, and having a little trouble doing that.
Well, there's more information to pass along.
Must have been.
Like, I'm not done yet.
Yeah, but those officials, when they stick their head in the huddle and blow the whistle, you know they're serious about, let's break it up here.
Georgia will bring it up the length of the floor from right to left. Turtle Jackson trots it unimpeded into the front court. Auburn in a zone. We're down 10. Fagan with the ball. Lobs it back to Turtle, right wing. Fake the baseball pass to Claxton inside. We go into the corner to Hightower. He surveys, lobs a long pass cross court near side to Fagan. 9 on the shot clock. Turtle's got it again on the right wing. Dribbles into the lane. Floater with the right hand, just inside the foul line. Good. Turtle Jackson's in double figures with 10.
He penetrated the perimeter of that zone, found a soft spot in there, and floated that one up there.
30-22. Dogs down by 8. Auburn with the ball. Less than 8 minutes to go first half. McCormick has it. Dances around on the right side. Gives it to McLemore. Right wing 3. Off the rim. No good. Rebound. Bounces between Fagan and Claxton. Picked up on the bounce by Ty Fagan, the freshman. He's going to take it the length of the floor. Penetrate. Kick it to Ingumeze on the left baseline. Amanze holds for a second. Shovels it out front to Hightower. Hightower, high right wing, near side to Jackson. It goes over to Fagan. Head fake and a drive to the elbow. Overhead pass to Turtle. Bullet inside to Claxton.
Yes,
Up and in. Good. Foul. Count the bucket. He'll go to the line. Fouls on McLemore again, his second. That's going to put Big Clax at the foul line after the timeout. Dogs climbing back in. We're down 6 now with 7:29 to go first half. Auburn 30, Georgia 24. Breaking the action at Stegman on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
If you're looking for smart ways to save money, head to Kroger for the Buy 5, Save 5 event. Just choose from a great selection of participating items. And when you buy any 5, you'll save $5 instantly at checkout. Take home select favorites like Kroger brand shredded cheese, Kellogg's Frosted Flakes, Doritos Nacho Cheese Chips, and more. Just visit Kroger.com or the app for details. The Buy 5, Save 5 event is happening now at Kroger. Anyone can deliver a box, but when you consider the source, only Kroger can bring you the fresh food and quality products you already know and love. And Kroger makes it easy with same-day store pickup, delivery in as little as 1 hour, and shipping right to your door. So check out while you're chillin', shop online with the Kroger app, or at Kroger.com today.
Enjoy USDA Choice half boneless ribeye for $6.99 a pound. And 5 pounds of Cuties seedless mandarins are $4.88 with card. Fresh food, low prices at Kroger.
Getting your first real paycheck is like celebrating your own Independence Day. It's life-changing once it's deposited, which you can do using Regions Mobile Deposit in your Regions mobile app. Choose when and where to make the money available, take a couple of pictures, click a button or two, and boom, one major achievement in the record books. We get it. Some things are bigger than banking. Learn more at regions.com/mobile deposit. Regions, member FDIC, conditions and fees apply.
Hey, college sports fans at Sirius XM, you get it all at the press of a button. Listen to your kind of music, commercial-free, plus everything entertainment, every kind of comedy, and, of course, coverage of every major sport, and that includes Georgia Bulldogs basketball. So tune in to the best of the best at Sirius XM. 30-24 is our score. Tigers lead Georgia by 6.
Boy,
we'll have Claxton at the line for an and one when we come back.
Scott, it's really interesting. Off of turnovers, Auburn leads us 10-3. All right, so that's off of turnovers. Then on second chance, Auburn leads us 8-0. So two areas there that we need to tighten up. We have 7 turnovers. And they produced 10 points out of them. They've got just 1 turnover. And hey, listen, they play pretty fast for just 1 turnover.
Dogs playing without Rayshawn Hammonds tonight. Foot injuries keeping him on the bench. Not in uniform tonight. Big Clax for a free throw coming up here. Try to finish a 3-point play. The big left-hander from Greenville, South Carolina, strips it good.
And give Auburn credit. Nobody fell into the lane.
30-25. Tigers lead by 5. They've got the ball.
That happens a lot with Nick on the line.
Here's Dowdy. Wow, he whipped a pass hard into McCormick, who was jumping up under the basket to make the catch, had no shot. So he feeds it back to Horace Spencer. A jump hook in the lane is good for the 6'8 senior forward. Well, that was a tremendous pass, but there was nowhere to go with it for McCormick. Auburn leads at 32-25. Turtle feeds an overhead pass into Ogbede. His shot is blocked by Spencer, and they call a foul. Ogbede was going in for a soft dunk or just to lay it up over the iron. He got fouled by Spencer, who was going in for the block. He is top 5 in Auburn history in block shots. Came into the game with 154. He was 1 away from 3rd in school history. He didn't get it there because he got whistled for a foul, his second.
Usually with a guy with that kind of a reputation for blocking shots, the officials will give him the benefit of the doubt.
That's the 7th team foul on the Tigers, too, since Ogbede to the free throw line where Derek bricks his first free throw. Dogs have missed a couple of those tonight. Actually, we've missed 3 foul shots. We're 3 for 6. Amanze missed a couple. Derek's missed 1. Those are our 3 misses. 32-25, 7-point Auburn lead. Ogbede trying to regroup. Here comes the second one. That one's a lot better. It goes good. First point of the night for Derek Ogbede, 32-26. Dogs down 6, Auburn with the ball. Hard pass into the right corner. Claxton's going to deflect it over the Georgia bench out of bounds. It'll be Auburn's possession.
Chalk 33 up for another deflection.
Auburn to inbound with Samir Dowdy right at the tail end of the Georgia bench to our right.
Nick's wingspan.
Yeah, it's.
Is it no surprise he gets deflections?
It's large. It's plus 7 feet. 3 ball. Harper left side, good for Auburn. He's got a dozen points. That's his 3rd 3 of the night. Bryce Brown not on the floor. He started out 0 for 3, and he's been sitting ever since. But Harper's picking up the slack for him. 35-26. Auburn's lead is 9. Their big lead in the half has been 10. Fagan has the ball, curls inside the arc, now spins around down, runs on the baseline. Jump pass is deflected and stolen by Spencer. Auburn runs the floor. Diagonal pass to the far side is tipped out by the Dogs. Boy, they run quickly.
They do. They really do. That's what's amazing, that they've only had the one turnover.
Auburn will inbound, front court, far side. Now Brown is back in for the Tigers. They lead by 9, looking for more here. Harper dribbles slowly. Turtle's about 5 feet away from him, near half court. Comes to Brown, they're way out front, playing a little catch. Harper behind the screen, baseline, goes inside, going to be fouled as the ball comes out of his hands. And the Dogs whistled for another foul. And that one's on Jordan Harris. That's his second. He was kind of talking around the huddle, said, "Please don't take me out, coach." He's looking at the coach, asking not to come out of the ball game. But he just picked up his second foul. You know, night like tonight, you don't have Hammonds, so you might have to leave him in.
Yeah, that's 9 of your points standing right there. And you don't want him to pick up. You got 6 minutes to play here in this half. You do not want him to pick up a third foul.
Harper free throw is good. He had 22 in the first meeting against Georgia. He's been a dog killer ever since he enrolled at Auburn, the junior from Mableton, Georgia. Same high school as Derek Ogbede, Pebblebrook. But he averages better than 15 points a game in his career against Georgia. And he hits a pair of free throws there. He's got 14 in this half. And Auburn with its largest lead of the game at 37-26. Dogs into the front court on a diagonal dribble by Turtle Jackson. Claxton's got the ball now. He drives to the right side, slows down, curls around on the right wing. Got a screen from Woolridge across the top of the key. Passes to Harris. Almost dropped it with the left hand. Recovers, gives it to Jackson. And illegal screen on the Dogs. We bumped into each other out front. Oh, look at that. Jordan just got his third foul.
That's what you did not want.
Well, we rolled the dice, keeping him in the ball game, and now he's got to come out. He just picked up his third foul, and it was an offensive foul.
Well, again, Coach Green's handicapped without Hammond, so, you know, might have felt like that was his only chance, is leave Jordan out there.
5:30 to go first half. Tigers lead by 11. Harper runs an alley-oop from the right wing, throws it up. McLemore goes and gets it and finishes with a dunk. He's got 7. 39-26, the lead grows. 13-point lead for Auburn now. They've won 3 straight in the series, trying to win 4 in a row for the first time since 79 and 80. This has been a tight series dominated by the home team over the years, but recently Auburn has taken control, and Tigers called for a foul on Samir Dowdy. It's going to put the Dogs at the line for a 1-and-1 here. 5:09 to play first half. Would have put Woolridge at the free throw line, and Etorian has been very good from the stripe this season. He'd been over 80% for much of the year. He's at 79 right now. It's plus 80% in conference games, however, as he is 14 of 16 in SEC competition. We need a couple here with the clock stopped. 39-26, Tigers with a 13-point lead. Woolridge strips it good. First point of the night for Etorian, one of our seniors. He'll be playing his final home game of his career next Wednesday night.
Missouri coming in. We're at Florida on Saturday, Missouri next Wednesday, and then at South Carolina.
And Woolridge sinks both foul shots. 39-28. Auburn leads by 11. Harper handles the basketball, guarded by Turtle. Feeds it to Brown above the arc. Here it comes over Fagan. Rattles out, no good. He's still scoreless from 3. Claxton got the rebound. Feeds Woolridge on the run into the front court. Now Crump back in, works and launches a 3 right side, too deep. Hits the back of the iron, rebounded by Turtle. We feed Woolridge across the lane to Claxton for a big, strong finish on a two-handed dunk by Nicholas Claxton. Well, he threw down the junk, and it was a dunk.
We knew what you meant because it was beautiful. But it was a nice pass from Toe.
That's your Swifty Car Wash express play of the game. The Dogs with a lot of passes and a big finish there. Dowdy, a step back 3 right side off the iron, no good. Oh my goodness, Spencer with a strong one-handed finish. A putback dunk, flying through the air, caught the ball up high above the iron and smashed it through the rim.
Look, you know they're coming to the glass. You got to find them and, get a rear end in their stomach.
My goodness, 41-30. Turtle, 3-ball, right side. All net good. Turtle Jackson with 13 points in the half, his third 3 of the game. He had 14 in the loss at Auburn way back in early January. He was our leading scorer that night. Harper drives, attacks from the right side, falling out of bounds, lets it go out of his hands. It settles on the iron and falls through good. He never saw it go through because he was in the photographer's crowd. 43-33, Tigers by 10. Harper's killing us tonight, 16 and a half already. 43-33, Crump for 3, won't go. Rebound, Auburn. Dowdy pulls it down. Now right down the middle of the floor. You got to defend him. Going to take it to the rack. Oh, he gave Turtle a move, and a layup is good, and Georgia calls a time. My goodness. Tom Green just kicked the table. Oh, hope his foot's okay.
Yeah.
He got his money's worth on that one.
Well, I got to tell you, he'll be borrowing that boot from Rashawn.
Oh, my goodness. Not happy. 3:17 to go. We'll see what the expense report is for a new table. 45-33, Auburn leads Georgia with a timeout on the Bulldog Sports Network.
Core Power is the official protein drink of the Dogs. Fueled by 26 grams of Fairlife's one-of-a-kind protein, your workout will never go to waste. Perfect for your gym bag or great for game day. Don't forget to pick up your favorite Core Power to recover better. Want to win the ultimate college football experience? Go to winwithcorepower.com to enter Core Power sweepstakes. You could win a trip for 2 to a Division I college football game during rivalry weekend. Go Dogs!
This is your home of the Dogs. You're listening to the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
The following BMW ad is a few years old. A little sibling rivalry is to be expected in the BMW 3 Series. We're running it again because these 3 Series models are now BMW certified. They have much more in common than you think. They sure do. Like a sporty chassis. Still has that. A 0 to 60 that's as quick as 4.6 seconds. Yeah, what I said. Hurry into the BMW certified sales event for exceptional offers. BMW certified. Like new, again.
Proud sponsor of Georgia Athletics. Visit BMWATL.com for great offers. Go Dogs!
Bulldog fans, Swifty Car Wash has a deal for you. Join any Swift Pass Unlimited Wash Club for $4.99. You heard right, $4.99. Regular monthly rates will apply on your first billing. Fast. VIP lanes for club members. Easy. Secure monthly billing. Clean. Everyone feels better in a clean car. Join today. Fast. Easy. Clean. Certain restrictions apply. See store for details. Swift Pass Unlimited Washes at Swifty Car Wash.
Official car wash of UGA Athletics.
Here's your Regions Bank in-game recap. Regions Bank is the official bank of the SEC. Auburn leads it right now, 45-33. The story here, our turnovers, their lack of them, and they're taking advantage of our mistakes with second chance points, points after turnovers, and outstanding guard play by Jared Harper, who's already got 16 points for Auburn.
No doubt, and they're doing what they do. They crash the boards, and they've gotten several of those, and made the most out of them.
And we're without Rashawn Hammonds tonight. He's injured, foot injury. He's got his foot in a boot, and he is not dressed. And we've got Jordan Harris, who scored 9 quick points early in the ball game. He's on the bench with 3 fouls. Crump straight away 3, good. Tyree with his second 3 of the ball game. They didn't guard him, and he launched about a 25-footer straight away. 45-36. The lead is 9 now for the Tigers. Here's Bryce Brown. He's determined. Oh, he's going to jump in the air and dump it down to Horace Spencer. His jump hook is short, hits the front of the rim. I thought he was going to launch a 3, but he decided to pass at the last second. Dogs with the ball after the miss by the Tigers. Here's Crump. He feeds Ogbede on a little dump pass inside, but it's tipped by Spencer and knocked around and stolen by the Tigers. Another Dogs turnover.
Yeah, Tyree didn't get that pass up high enough.
Brown for 3, contested. He gets his first of the night. Deep on the left side of the floor, close to that far sideline over there. Bryce Brown with his first 3 of the evening. And Auburn with 8 3-pointers already in the half. They average 11 a game, which is among the best. It is the best in the SEC. It's 4th best in the nation. 48-36 Tigers. Christian Harrison along the left baseline. Jump pass too high for Woolridge. On the right side of the floor, through his hands and out of bounds. Another Dogs turnover.
That's our 9th.
It's going to be one of those nights. We've got 9 with 1:55 to go in the half. 48-36. The lead is 12 for the Tigers. In conference play, they average 76 points a game. They give up 71. And they're well ahead of that average here. And we're not quite to halftime. They've almost got a half 100. Harper dribbles, gets a screen, right side of the floor, across to Brown. Step back 3, around the rim and off. No good. Claxton rebound. Auburn had nobody there to rebound. We had 4 white shirts. Now we needed some points. Here's Crump launching a 3, back of the rim, no good. A little bit off to his left on that launch. He shot it right in front of us or in our sight line. Here's Dowdy attacking from the right side. He slashes into the lane. Layup good off the window. Dowdy with 5, 50-36. Auburn by 14. Largest lead of the half. Dogs have it in the front court. Ogbede is going to get a running start at the foul line, and a blocking foul called on Auburn.
Yeah, that was the right call because Derek had split the defenders.
That's 3 on Harper now. Tried to draw the charge, but instead got the block, and that sends Ogbede to the foul line. Now, Derek, here's your situation to make Auburn pay. They put you at the line. Got to make some free throws. He's 57% for the year. Was just 1 for 3 at Ole Miss on Saturday. 1 for 2 here tonight without a field goal thus far. 62 seconds remain in the half. Deep breath by the senior. Free throw good. There you go. 50-37. Auburn by 13 points. Officials yucking it up with the players on the foul lane for some reason. Not sure what the joke is. But Derek's going to shoot the second free throw and strip it good, all net.
And both of those were beautiful free throws.
50-38. Dogs trail by a dozen. Tigers with the ball. Harper walks it into the front court, settles on the logo, dribbles with a right hand, pushes it with a right hand to Dowdy on the right wing. Hightower's trying to guard him. Over on the left side now to Harper. Runs under the basket, curls around on the right baseline, feeds Dowdy. He drives down the lane, has the ball knocked out of his hands. Derek Ogbede
took it from him and
has the ball, and then they try to tie him up, Chuck, but they foul.
Yeah. Well, Derek did a great job. He just reached in there. You know, Derek's strong. As you were mentioning earlier, he just reached in there and took the basketball.
That's on McLemore, too. That's his 3rd. So Horace Spencer and Anthony McLemore for Auburn, each with 3 fouls.
And it's double bonus now for Georgia.
So Derek's going to go down to the left end of the floor and shoot a pair of free throws here. Bruce Pearl's got a decision to make. There's only 39 seconds to go in the half, but he's got 2 big men with 3 fouls each. Ogbede at the line. Clock stopped. 39.2 remaining. We're down 12, 50-38. Derek, free throw, good. Barely moved the net on that one. After his first miss, he's ripped 4 straight. Turtle in for Crump, who comes out. Spencer goes back in for McLemore, but he's got 3 fouls as well. That'd be nice if you could get a 4th on him before the half. Ogbede hits another one. That's 5 in a row for Big Derek. It's a 10-point game, 50-40. Auburn with the ball, 34 seconds to go. Spencer in the front court, driving, hook pass, left side. Brown, wide open 3. No good. He missed a wide open shot. Claxton with the rebound. Shot clock is off, 24 seconds to go. Claxton into the front court. Settles up between the circles.
Boy, it'd be
Lob
nice
pass
to
the
score
left
here.
side to Harrison. You bet it would. Claxton has the ball back, 10 to shoot. And 10 to go in the half. Now less than that. Hightower backs up deep on the right side. Gets a screen. Ogbede. Here comes an off-balance 3. Air ball caught by Turtle. Hit by Turtle under the basket. Stripped away by Auburn with 0.7 of a second left.
That was not the shot that we wanted to see. But
T-Shawn was stepping back as he was trying to shoot it forward, and the end result was an air ball. We got 7/10 to get a shot off. High lob towards the basket, tipped by Auburn. Chased down in the corner. The half expires, and that's the end of it.
Well, look, we made a little run. We have not always been real good at closing out halves. And we had a weak spot there from about 5 minutes left in the half till about a minute and a half. But then from that point, we made a nice little run there, got it back to 10. And so we go into the locker room with a little bit of momentum, but we got to come out, start the second half strong, and we've got to do a better job, of stopping their shooting right now and create some turnovers. They're playing really solid, very ball protective basketball.
Yeah, we had 10 in the first half. They had 2 turnovers in the first half. Head coach Tom Crean showing a lot of fire in that first 20 minutes. I have a feeling the locker room might be ablaze in the next few minutes. It's time now for the Georgia Power halftime show, presented by Georgia Power. Brings the energy for every game day into your community too. Visit georgiapower.com/sports to learn more. Cabell Philpotts in the Piedmont Healthcare Network studios. He's got the Georgia Power halftime show coming up. Our score in Athens is Auburn 50, Georgia 40 on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
When the lane's packed on the court, you go to the open player. When the lane's packed on the highway, you go to ProPilot Assist, the 2019 Nissan Rogue. Now with available Nissan intelligent mobility technologies like ProPilot Assist that can start and stop in highway traffic all on its own. Nissan Rogue for the win. Get to Nissan, a proud partner of the UGA Bulldogs. ProPilot Assist is an available feature and cannot prevent collisions. Always monitor traffic conditions. Keep both hands on the steering wheel. See owner's manual for safety information.
Hello, college basketball fans. I'm State Farm agent Cole Perez. State Farm has over 19,000 agents across the country. To give you an idea of how big a number that actually is, I will be counting to 19,000 on the radio. Okay, here goes. 1, 2, 3, 4. What? We only have 30 seconds. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11,
Talk to one of our over 19,000 State Farm agents about combining your home and auto insurance today.
I'm never gonna make it.
State Farm, here to help life go right.
Don't go anywhere. The Dogs are coming right back. You're listening to the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Hi, welcome to this Subway Simple 6 radio ad. How would you like to hear it?
From a game show host?
All right, let's play.
Thanks, Johnny. Tonight's contestants are playing for the fantastic Simple 6 menu. Their choice of 6 different 6-inch subs, chips, and a 21-ounce drink. With subs like the spicy Italian and Black Forest ham, this is one $6 deal that can't be beat. Subway, make it what you want.
At participating restaurants, additional charge for extras plus applicable tax. No additional discounts or coupons may be applied.
Libman makes a difference. The Libman Mop Crew is part of our winning team. The Libman Mop Crew makes sure the hardwood is clean and safe for players every game at Stegman Coliseum. No matter what kind of flooring you have at your home court, Libman has the tools to keep it clean. Our mops, brooms, and brushes are proudly family-made in the USA. Visit Libman.com to see our whole lineup and for a store locator. That's Libman.com.
Welcome to the Georgia Power Halftime Report. Georgia Power, proud to power the Georgia Bulldogs. Live from the Piedmont Healthcare Network studios, here's your host, Cabell Philpott.
Halftime at Stegman Coliseum, the Georgia Bulldogs trail the Auburn Tigers on the hardwood 50-40 as the Dogs led by Turtle Jackson's 13 points. Jared Harper led the Tigers with 16. 2 other games in the conference tonight as we check in on the Nissan SEC scoreboard. Another game at halftime as well, this time in Nashville, Tennessee, where Florida hammering on Vanderbilt 41-29 at the break. The Commodores trying to get their first win in conference tonight against the Gators. It is an uphill battle as they trail again 41-29 to Florida at the break at Memorial Gym. It was a barn burner earlier tonight out in Oxford, Mississippi, the Pavilion at Ole Miss, the site. 7th-ranked Tennessee on the road to battle Ole Miss. The Rebels leading at halftime 39-34. They would go on a run to start the second half, but Tennessee would climb back in it. Grant Williams had 21 points, including the go-ahead bucket as 7th-ranked Tennessee holds off Ole Miss 73-71. Williams' go-ahead bucket came after Breanne Tyree with a 1-point lead, missed the front end of a 1-and-1 for Ole Miss, and 7th-ranked Tennessee holds on 73-71 over Ole Miss. This SEC scoreboard brought to you by Nissan Intelligent Mobility. Now the most exciting tech you own is in your driveway. Georgia trails Auburn 50-40 at the half. When we return, we'll check in on the top 25. Thanks to Buffalo Wild Wings. All that and more right after this timeout on the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Coach Kirby Smart here. Let's talk about the official healthcare provider of the Georgia Bulldogs, Piedmont Healthcare. Piedmont makes sure that our dogs are playing their best, and they're also there for the times they're not. But you don't have to be a college athlete to get bumps and bruises. With urgent care, same-day appointments, virtual visits from your smartphone or desktop, and Piedmont Quick Care at Walgreens, they've got the care you need when you need it. Booking an appointment is only a click away. So for game day and every day, get better at piedmont.org/UGA.
Gear up for the season with the best Georgia gifts and apparel from the UGA Bookstore. At the UGA Bookstore, you'll find the biggest selection from top brands like Nike, Southern Tide, Vineyard Vines, Peter Millar, and 47 Brand. Dress for the part with the latest game day styles at the UGA Bookstore in the heart of campus next to the Tate Student Center. Online 24/7 at UGABookstore.com. It's where dogs shop.
The dogs are heard right here. This is the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Scana Energy is a proud partner of UGA Athletics, and every Dogs fan deserves to save money. Get fired up about our low natural gas rates and switch to Scana Energy by calling 877-GO-SCANA or visiting scanaenergy.com. Your gas bill shouldn't make you see red. Red is reserved for game day. Call 877-GO-SCANA or visit scanaenergy.com to start saving on your natural gas today.
Hey Bulldog fans, with Aaron's, having what you want is much easier than you think, because now you can lease to own all the brands you love in furniture, electronics, and appliances. Yes, all those things you've always dreamed of. At Aaron's, you don't need credit, and you have flexible payment options so you can pay little by little until you own it. Plus, delivery and setup are free, so you can just focus on enjoying. Visit us in-store or at aarons.com and discover for yourself how easy it is to have what you want. Certain restrictions apply. See store for details.
Welcome back inside the Piedmont Healthcare Network studios. Cabell Philpott with you once again on the Georgia Power Halftime Report. Before we get to the top 25 scoreboard, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification along the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network. Halftime at Stegman Coliseum, where Georgia trails Auburn 50-40 on the hardwood. Turtle Jackson leading the Dogs with 13 points in this one. Time now for the Buffalo Wild Wings top 25 scoreboard. A little bit earlier this afternoon, 17th ranked Maryland beaten by Penn State on the road in Big Ten play, 78-61. The Nittany Lions victorious. Number 2 Virginia whoops Georgia Tech 81-51. Ty Jerome, 19 points for the Cavaliers in the victory. 8th-ranked Houston beats East Carolina in Greenville 99-55. An overtime game in Lubbock. 11th-ranked Texas Tech escapes Oklahoma State's upset bid 84-80 the final score. Currently in progress. 14th-ranked Purdue up 2 on Illinois 46-44 early in the second half of that ball game. Halftime in the city of brotherly love. 10th-ranked Marquette trails Villanova 32-28, and at the break, number 23 Cincinnati trails SMU in Dallas 28-22. This top 25 scoreboard served up by Buffalo Wild Wings, proud hangout for Georgia Athletics, Wings, Beer, Sports. Georgia trails Auburn at halftime 50-40. When we return, we'll send it back to Stegman Coliseum. Second half action, first half stats coming your way right after this timeout on the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
It's no secret that things grow well in Georgia, like peanuts, cotton, and corn. But families and communities also flourish here. That's because Georgia Power is helping bring new businesses and industries to our state. In the last 10 years alone, we've helped create over 134,000 new jobs. Because Georgia is our home too, and we want life here to thrive for all of us. Georgia Power, generating opportunity. Learn more at georgiapower.com/growth.
Getting your first real paycheck is like celebrating your own Independence Day. It's life-changing once it's deposited, which you can do using Regions Mobile Deposit in your Regions mobile app. Choose when and where to make the money available, take a couple of pictures, click a button or two, and boom, one major achievement in the record books. We get it. Some things are bigger than banking. Learn more at regions.com/mobile deposit. Regions, member FDIC, conditions and fees apply.
This is the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
At PT Solutions Physical Therapy, we're proud to be an official partner of UGA. In sports, getting to the next level takes lots of talent and lots of work. At PT Solutions, we believe that every young athlete deserves the opportunity to chase his or her dream. That's why you'll find our therapists and trainers on the fields and sidelines at every level, helping athletes stay healthy and be at their best. We hope you'll visit us at over 40 Georgia locations or at ptsolutions.com.
Frank! Sam! Hey, neighbor! You want to watch TV? Or maybe grab some lunch? What? Do you want to come over? Hey, how about some lunch? What? What?
Do you need a phone? Does your friend need one too? Come into an AT&T store to learn how to buy one smartphone and get a second one on us. AT&T. More for your thing. That's our thing. Both lines must be on same wireless account. Other terms apply. See store for details.
It is halftime in Athens. Georgia trailing Auburn at intermission 50-40. It's time for the Northside Impact, sponsored by Northside Hospital Atlanta. Northside Hospital diagnoses and treats more new cancer cases than any other hospital in Georgia, providing care at 48 cancer centers. Learn more at builttobeatcancer.com. And the University of Georgia Athletic Association would like to welcome Gainesville Mechanical and Longhorn Steakhouse in Athens, as well as the Georgia Cotton Commission from the agricultural category to its new Hometown Team Partner Program. Let's support our hometown team partners. Here are your first half stats for Georgia. The Dogs shot 46%, 12 of 26. We hit 6 of 14 threes, 10 of 13 from the free throw line. Auburn shot 50%, 18 of 36 shooting, 8 of 20 on threes. Bryce Brown only had 1. He was 1 for 7. Tigers 6 of 8 from the foul line. Georgia +4 on the glass, 18-14 out rebounding the Tigers. Auburn had 9 assists to Georgia's 5. Here's one of the problematic numbers, however. Turnovers. Georgia had 10. Auburn had only 2. Steals, 5 for Auburn, 2 for the Dogs. Leading scorers, Turtle Jackson, 13 for Georgia. Jared Harper, 16 for Auburn.
And those points off turnovers really are different.
15-5 in favor of Auburn in that category. Second half is on the way. It's Auburn 50, Georgia 40 here on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
Hi, Georgia fans. I'm Scott Howard here for UPS. Your customers want more from your business. You've got to make more happen, whether they're in Athens, Georgia, or on the other side of the world. Globally or locally, UPS is building solutions to help businesses give their customers exactly what they want. More. Made easy. UPS, official logistics company of Georgia Athletics.
Whether you're an elite athlete, in youth sports, or a weekend warrior, the Northside Hospital Sports Medicine Network keeps you in the game and ready for action. Our team of experts offers a full range of sports medicine services to prevent and treat injuries and improve performance. With 10 locations in the Atlanta region, the Northside Hospital Sports Medicine Network is in your neighborhood. For details, call 1-855-NH-SPORT. That's 1-855-NH-SPORT.
This is your home of the Dogs. You're listening to the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Hi, welcome to the Subway Simple 6 radio ad. How would you like to hear it?
From a game show host?
All right, let's play.
Thanks, Johnny. Tonight's contestants are playing for the fantastic Simple 6 menu. Their choice of 6 different 6-inch subs, chips, and a 21-ounce drink. With subs like the spicy Italian and Black Forest ham, this is one $6 deal that can't be beat. Subway, make it what you want.
At participating restaurants, additional charge for extras plus applicable tax. No additional discounts or coupons may be applied.
Progressive presents Get Pumped. Inspiration to help you do insurance stuff.
Hey, what's that look on your face? Defeat? You want to save more money? Then start playing as a team! Bundle home and auto with Progressive. That's how you win big savings. What? You need music to get pumped? Let's do this! Hold on, I'm going to turn it up. That's too loud. Yeah, that's better.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Discounts not available in all states or situations.
Getting ready for half number 2, down 10, 50-40. Auburn leading Georgia. And it'll be Auburn with the possession to start the second half.
Scott, we need to start this second half the way we closed out that last 90 seconds of the first half. We need to stop here quickly on defense and get some points, kind of get a little momentum out of the gate here.
Largest lead of that first half was 14. We trimmed it down to 10 at intermission. Here's Auburn with the first possession of the final 20 minutes. Brown off the far side. Picked up by Claxton on the defensive switch. Going to take it down on the right block, scoop it up and in for the layup. Good. Bryce Brown didn't have a lot of success shooting that 3 in the first half, just 1 for 7. So maybe he's working inside out here in this half. It's 52-40 Auburn. Claxton with the ball, front court for Georgia. Hand off the Turtle on the wing. Over to Ogbede, to Jordan Harris for 3. Good, Jordan for 3. He's got a dozen points now. That's a second half Scana Energy 3-point basket for Jordan Harris. 52-43 our score.
I'd keep trying to get Jordan the basketball.
Picked up 3 fouls in that first half. But we don't have Hammonds tonight. He's injured. And Harris has been one of our main scoring choices. Here's Brown driving against Claxton. They get Nicholas for a foul. He was backpedaling, trying to defend, and Brown just attacked and drew the contact. Foul on Claxton, his second. And that'll put Bryce Brown at the free throw line here. A 6'3 senior guard from Stone Mountain, Georgia. Auburn, by the way, the only SEC school without a scholarship freshman on its roster, and only one of 2 teams in a Power 5 league that's in that situation. They're loaded with juniors and seniors, and then they've got the one sophomore, Chuma Okiki.
Well, there have been a lot of questions surrounding the program, and I think it probably hadn't helped them much. You know, last year there were even, you know, there was talk last year that Bruce Pearl might not survive it. But so far, well, yep, he's still down there.
Yeah, he is. Sporting an orange tie. Brown made both free throws, and now Claxton has to call a time. Couldn't get the ball inbounds. Tom Crean might be spitting nails by the end of this game. 54-43. We call the timeout, and we'll take a full timeout right along with you. 18:53 to go in the contest. Auburn 54, Georgia 43 on the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Infrastructure. Have you really stopped to think about what that means to you? Airports, hospitals, education, and economic centers, all built to elevate our lives. But who builds them? The members of the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local 613, believes we should be those people. It's why we train 5 years in the heat, the cold, day or night, rain or shine. We create a better life for everyone. IBEW Local 613, everyday people committed to building an extraordinary world.
Home or away, win or lose, you are a die-hard fan, tethered to your team by a legacy of fierce ambition and unwavering pride.
At Ford, it's this kind of drive and dedication that pushes us to go further. With smart technology and innovative design, Ford gives you the confidence, comfort, and style you need for the road ahead. For great offers on Ford cars, trucks, and SUVs, see your local Ford dealer today.
Scana Energy is a proud partner of UGA Athletics, and every Dogs fan deserves to save money. Get fired up about our low natural gas rates and switch to Scana Energy by calling 877-GO-SCANA or visiting scanaenergy.com. Your gas bill shouldn't make you see red. Red is reserved for game day. Call 877-GO-SCANA or visit scanaenergy.com to start saving on your natural gas today.
Fans, your Georgia Bulldogs go above and beyond every single game. Rocket Mortgage goes above and beyond to provide a seamless mortgage experience. Rocket Mortgage by Quicken Loans, proud mortgage partner of Georgia Athletics. Dogs down 11. Most of the second half still remaining. 18:53 on the clock. We had to call a time when we couldn't inbound the basketball against Auburn's full court pressure. They're going to match up and show that again now. And it'll be Christian Harrison to inbound the ball. He feeds it into Jordan Harris. Give it to Turtle in the backcourt. Bryce Brown picks him up there. Into the front side comes Turtle. Dribbles towards the near side. Moves to his right, still on the dribble. Shovels it over to Harris. And check a foul away from the ball down inside. And
they were holding Derek.
Going to go on Okiki, his third. So he's got 3. Spencer's got 3, and McLemore with 3 for Auburn. Harris has 3 for Georgia. And the Dogs without Rayshawn Hammonds tonight. Auburn playing without Austin Wiley, their big man. Apparently re-injured something against Kentucky in their loss on Saturday. Ogbede down the left side of the lane. Tried to bank one in on a layup and got ironed with it. And Auburn has the basketball. Yeah, the Cats just took Auburn to school at Rupp on Saturday, 80-53. Georgia was losing by 1 in Oxford. Okiki slides on the floor, slams on the brakes, loses the ball. Dogs with a run out. Jordan Harris driving layup good, left to right.
Well, Jordan, as quickly as he got down the court, he did a great job of getting his body under control so he could lay that up.
54-45, 9-point Auburn lead. Dogs in a zone. Dowdy sidesteps the defense, kicks out to Harper, straightaway 3, around the rim and out, no good. Ogbede the rebound, shovels it into the front court to Turtle Jackson. Got a screen from Claxton, reverses the ball, it's tipped by Auburn. Claxton goes for it, Auburn goes for it. Purifoy called for a foul as he bumped Claxton, who already had possession. That's called a push, and that's the first foul on D'Angelo Purifoy. Okiki leaves the ball game with his 3 fouls. He goes to the Auburn bench down to our left. Big Clax will inbound right in front of us. 17:38 on the clock. Nicholas looking, still looking, still looking. 5. Wow, that was a fast 5 count.
Boy, that was a fast 5 seconds.
Woo! 5-second count. So Nicholas, on his last 2 attempts to inbound the ball, had to call a time once and got a 5 count on the second one.
Wow. I do not want that guy timing the rest of my life.
The other official comes over to talk to Coach Crean. I can hear him saying, easy, easy, coach, easy. Auburn with the ball after the Georgia turnover on the 5-second call. Harper, here comes a 3. That was good this time, straight away. The little guy hits another one. He's got 19 points and 4 threes in this game. 57-45 Auburn. Well, they cross half court. They're a scoring threat. Here's Claxton working in from the left side. Left edge of the lane. Going to shoot it over the defender. Rattles out. No good. He got fouled. That one was clanking off both sides of the rim, but wouldn't fall. Instead, Auburn called for the foul. And that is on Purifoy, his second. Both in this half. And that's going to send Nicholas to the free throw line for the Dogs. Clock stopped with 17:02 to go. 57-45 is the score as Clax sinks the first free throw. Nicholas with 6 points tonight. 5 rebounds to go with that. second free throw. 64% foul shooter this season. That one's in the air and too deep off the back rim. Rebound Purifoy for Auburn. Made one, missed one. 57-46. Harper attacks and walks on the drive to the basket.
Was that a walk? It should have been an offensive foul. He was pushing him. He was pushing Jordan Harris. He
walked first and then fouled later. Woo. But Doug Sermon's called the travel on the Auburn point guard. 11-point lead for the Tigers, 57-46. Long way to go, 16:50 on the clock. Dogs have the ball. Claxton into the front court, hands off to Harrison on the far side. We work it on the near side now, right wing to Turtle. Back over to the left side, off the hands of Harris. Picked up by Claxton. Now we give it back to Jordan. Dribbles it slowly, gives it to Turtle. Shot fake, feeds inside. Ball is knocked around, picked up by Christian Harrison, and he muscles it up and in. He cleaned up the garbage that time and scored.
And he found it just laying right on his shoes down on the floor. The ball was just laying there.
Nobody could grab the handle. It hit off 2 or 3 guys, and Harrison picked it up and scored in the lane. 57-48. That's the first points for Christian tonight. Brown drives on the baseline, throws it out front, turns it over. Pass intercepted by Harrison. Behind the back pass to Jordan Harris. Lay in good and a foul. Count the basket. No, they call an offensive foul?
No. What they were calling is goaltending. They were calling offensive goaltending. The basket was good anyway, but they were calling offensive goaltending.
So Harris gets 16 points now, and the Dogs have trimmed it down to 7.
And now let's see. Now there may be a technical.
57-50. Is it a double tech? There's an official at the scores table pointing to both directions. Not sure what the call is going to be. Bruce Pearl's talking emphatically to Bryce Brown down on the left end. So double techs. One's on Nicholas Claxton. Who's the other one on for Auburn? Bryce Brown. So Brown and Clax double techs. So that's 3 fouls now on Claxton. That's the first of the night on Bryce Brown. It's a 7-point game. Auburn leading 57-50. Dogs with a little zone pressure in the backcourt against Harper. Gets it into the front side with about 3 seconds to spare. Harper between the circles. Works it left and works it right. Goes to Dowdy, holds it high, fakes the pass. Entry to the elbow to Okeke, who's back in. Now to Brown, who dribbles to the foul line. Fadeaway 2 off the rim. No good. Rebound tipped up. Knocked away from Harrison and controlled by Auburn. Christian had it, just couldn't get his hands around that ball tightly enough. Auburn knocked it out of his hands. They lead by 7. They've got the possession with 15:30 to go. Harper, slow dribble, right side. Got a screen, trying to get away from Turtle. Through the lane, bounce pass to Brown. Off balance 3, left side, left corner, won't go. Rebound saved on the baseline by Auburn. They get another offensive board. Harper attacks, kick out. Brown, another 3. That one's no good. Same spot on the iron. Rebound ripped away, weak side by Harris. Jordan down the middle of the floor for the Dogs. Curls around, flips it over to Turtle. 15 minutes to go. Dogs trail by 7. Harris holds on the left wing. Got a partial screen from Ogbede and then Harrison. They lob the ball back to Turtle. Jackson with a crossover. Drives to his left. Works above the arc. Into the corner to Harrison. 7 to shoot. Ogbede's got it at the elbow. Holding it high. Spin move. Nowhere to go. Towards the basket. Bank shot off the iron. No good. Tap up. No good. Rebound out to Wilridge. To Turtle. Catch and shoot 3. No good. Too deep off the hill. Battle for the rebound. We get it again. Harrison. Back to Turtle. Missed another 3. Another offensive board. Wilridge up and in. Good.
Boy, just own the offensive glass, Dogs. How about that?
57-52. That's a lot of work for 2 points, but it draws the Dogs within 5. We were down as much as 14 late in the first half. They run an alley-oop, and they fail miserably. Dowdy to McLemore. Couldn't get his hands on it. They turn it over. Now the Dogs turn it right back. We turn it over. Auburn's got it in the front court left. Dowdy drives to the right side. Jump pass with a skip into the corner. Brown open 3, but they wave off the shot because the whistle blew first. It's going to be a foul on the Dogs. They got Turtle for a push. His first foul. But Georgia's climbed back into it within 5. Timeout with 13:59 to play. Tigers 57, Dogs 52 on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
Welcome to Flavor Showdown! It's time for the lightning round. A snack that's actually a meal.
Zaxby's Big Zax Snack?
A superhero would have this superpower.
Grilled chicken sandwich vision!
Oh, perfect score!
Fall in love again with your 5 favorite Zaxby's meals. The Big Zax Snack, boneless wings, kickin' chicken sandwich, chicken finger sandwich, and the grilled chicken sandwich meal, each served with crinkle fries and a 22-ounce drink.
Zaxby's, friends, family, flavor.
Don't go anywhere. The Dogs are coming right back. You're listening to the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
The following BMW ad is a few years old. A little sibling rivalry is to be expected in the BMW 3 Series. We're running it again because these 3 Series models are now BMW certified. They have much more in common than you think. They sure do. Like a sporty chassis. Still has that. A 0 to 60 that's as quick as 4.6 seconds. Yeah, what I said. Hurry into the BMW certified sales event for exceptional offers. BMW certified. Like new, again.
Proud sponsor of Georgia Athletics. Visit BMWATL.com for great offers. Go Dogs!
Last time on Guardians of the Game, the head coach of the University of Buffalo, Nate Oates.
Teams don't necessarily want to play you if they think they're going to get beat by you. And nobody's coming to Buffalo, no high majors. You have to beat quality teams to get recognition. If you can't get some of those quality teams to play you, you're just not going to get it.
To hear more, listen and subscribe on Apple Podcasts and follow along on Twitter at NABC1927.
Scana Energy is a proud partner of the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network. Is there any other kind? For every 3-point shot made by the Bulldogs, Scana Energy will make a $25 donation to the University of Georgia General Scholarship Fund. And the Dogs tonight with 7 3-pointers in the contest. Georgia 7 for 17. Auburn's connected on 9 of their 24 attempts. And they lead the Dogs by 5, 57-52.
You know, you think that they're the ones that have been throwing in all these threes. Truth of the matter is, we're shooting a higher percentage from behind the arc than Auburn is. And we're doing a great job on the glass. I mean, a really good. We're up 23-18 on the glass on total rebounds, and we're even leading them in offensive rebounds 9-8, and they're 20th in the nation in that category.
How about Jordan Harris and his effort again? 16 points, a career high for the 4th straight game, as Auburn has to heave it into the backcourt to get the ball in bounds. They throw it back on the foul line to our right to McCormick, who retreated to go get it. But Harris, Chuck, in the last 2 games now, 11 of 12 from the floor. He was 5 for 5 at Ole Miss, and he's 5 for 6, or make it 6 for 7 tonight.
That's impressive. Jordan, you know, you love a redemption story, and he's been that.
Harper's 3 with 1 second on the shot clock. Bounces off the rim and climbs over the backboard out of bounds. It'll be the Dogs' ball. Georgia had good tight defense that whole possession by Auburn that time. And the Dogs will get the ball down 5, 13:33 to go. Woolridge hustles down to our left to inbound the basketball. Auburn will match up with pressure in the backcourt. Crumps in the game, Harris, Jackson, Woolridge, and Ogbede. Jordan takes the inbounds, gives it to Turtle. A senior from Athens will bring it into the front court. Turtle's had a good night too. He's got 13 points, hasn't scored yet in this half. Harris off the wing, back to Turtle. Stands on the logo, 15 to shoot. Drives behind a screen from Ogbede. Pull up 2, missed it. Got the backboard, but no iron. Dogs with an offensive rebound. Ogbede going up, got stripped. Auburn with a takeaway. McCormick into the front court, right to left. Penetrate, kick out Harper. Crump closed in on him, couldn't shoot the 3. Okeke will, and he'll miss high on the left wing. Off the iron, Dogs rebound.
Listen, this is the thing about Auburn. They're capable of going ice cold. They've done it several times this season in games, and it's hurt them.
Well, they're 4.5-minute scoring drought right now for the Tigers. Georgia on a 7-0 run over the last 4 minutes. Looking for more here to draw a little bit closer. We're down 5. Ogbede's got it left of the lane.
3,
working
2.
against Spencer. Going to fade away 2. Rattles in there. It goes. A fadeaway 2 by Big Derek. on the baseline, makes it a 3-point ball game. Dogs were down 14. It's a 3-point game now.
And they're letting the crowd get into it. Auburn making a big mistake.
They turn it over. Crump comes up with the basketball. Crump into the front court now. A 3 will tie the ball game with 12 minutes and 10 seconds to go.
You know what? That is now their 5th turnover of this half.
Screen, Ogbede. Turtle gets open. Dribbles. Hands off on the wing to Harris. Fakes the 3. Drives in. Reverse underneath to Ogbede and a lay-in good. A wraparound pass to his left, and Ogbede lays it up and in, and it's a 1-point game, and Auburn wants a time.
How about that? And this crowd at Stegman on its feet now. What a comeback by the Dogs here. Down 14 in that first half. Trimmed it to 10. Now have it down to 1.
Auburn called a time, and this will turn into the media timeout with 11:55 to go in the ball game. Auburn 57, Georgia now 56. Back in a moment, Bulldog Sports Network.
Whether you're an elite athlete, in youth sports, or a weekend warrior, the Northside Hospital Sports Medicine Network keeps you in the game and ready for action. Our team of experts offers a full range of sports medicine services to prevent and treat injuries and improve performance. With 10 locations in the Atlanta region, the Northside Hospital Sports Medicine Network is in your neighborhood. For details, call 1-855-NH-SPORT. That's 1-855-NH-SPORT.
When the lane's packed on the court, you go to the open player. When the lane's packed on the highway, you go to ProPilot Assist, the 2019 Nissan Rogue. Now with available Nissan intelligent mobility technologies like ProPilot Assist that can start and stop in highway traffic all on its own. Nissan Rogue for the win. Get to Nissan, a proud partner of the UGA Bulldogs. ProPilot Assist is an available feature and cannot prevent collisions. Always monitor traffic conditions. Keep both hands on the steering wheel. See owner's manual for safety information.
When you're getting ready to cheer on the Bulldogs, bring more flavor to the game with Cheez-It and Pringles. And now Cheez-It and Pringles give you the chance to win the biggest prize of the season, a trip to Minneapolis to hoop it up with the stars at the Celebrity Crunch Classic. Visit CelebrityCrunchClassic.com for entry details and official rules. No purchase necessary. Ends 3/8/19. Void where prohibited. Stock up on Cheez-It and Pringles. Enter for your chance to win. And go Dogs!
Right now, you can come in and get exceptional offers on all BMWs in stock. Just visit one of your Atlanta area BMW centers soon for a test drive. Proud to be the official luxury vehicle of Georgia Athletics. Visit BMWATL.com for more offer details. 57-56 is our score. Auburn leads Georgia by 1. The Dogs were down 14 with 1:19 to go in the first half. And then we trailed by 10 at intermission.
Well, I tell you, we said we were going to have to pick up Rayshon some way, somehow. And I think the answer has been Jordan Harris. He's got 6 rebounds. He's got 16 points.
He just got his first assist of the night just a second ago on the dish to Ogbede in heavy traffic, and Derek was able to lay it up and in on a nifty assist by the junior from Iron City, Georgia, Jordan Harris. Auburn with a possession. They lead by 1. They haven't relinquished the lead here in this half. McCormick trots to his left on the dribble to Okeke straight away. They send it to Dowdy on the right wing. Okeke with a screen. Dowdy drives behind it down the lane, drops it off on the block to McLemore. Shot deflected away. I think Ogbede got a piece of that perhaps. Georgia comes out of there with a basketball, a chance to take the lead now for the first time in this half.
Well, boy, right now Auburn can't do anything right offensively. They're missing shots outside. They can't get shots up on the glass inside.
More than 6-minute scoring drought for the Tigers. Ogbede, a soft lay-in. He went in for the jam, and then he pulled up and just kissed it in off the glass, and the Dogs lead it 58-57 with 11 minutes to go in the game. Ogbede thought he got fouled, didn't get the call. Derek now with 11 points. Georgia by 1. Auburn with the possession. Get another stop. Build even more momentum. McCormick down the lane. Inside. Good. Right in front of the basket. He lays it up and in. Little Javon McCormick puts Auburn back in the lead. 59-58.
That's a shot he does not get if Nick Claxton's in the ballgame.
Turtle on the baseline to Harris. Reverse lay-in. Knocked off the iron.
Goaltending.
Woo!
That was obvious.
Jordan Harris now with 18 with a sweet reverse lay-in as he glides along the right baseline and flipped it up. It was hanging on the iron, and Auburn's Okeke knocked it off the front rim, and immediately it was called goaltending by Auburn. 60-59, Georgia. 18 points for Harris, career high for the 4th straight game for Jordan Harris. Dogs stay in the zone. It's been effective here in the second half in a big way. Dogs by a point. They run a backdoor alley-oop to McLemore. We push him out of the way with Crump. Foul called on Tyree. Little hip check.
Yeah, Tyree had his hand up in the air like, I wish you wouldn't be so quick to say I did it.
Well, it was worth it. Otherwise, you might just ignite that bench down there if they finish that alley-oop. Instead, Crump for the foul.
You're exactly right about that. That is worth it.
Auburn trying to inbound the basketball. They can't do it. How about a 5 count on them?
No,
they called a time instead. Well, if that other guy had been counting, that would have been a 5. But a different official had the 5 count. He was much slower.
He'd had 9 or 10 in there.
So Auburn calls the time. We'll keep it right here. 10:09 to go. 60-59. Georgia's come back from 14 down in the first half.
Well, the Dogs have just done a terrific job here in the second half. And Jordan Harris has been the guy that's ignited it, along with Derek Ogbedi, who's helped a lot. Derek both on the glass defensively and then offensively. So right now, Georgia's got it cooking. You just got to keep it going, Dogs. Keep it going.
And Georgia with 7,837 in the building tonight, eclipsing the single-season attendance record.
How about that?
Close to 100, it might be over 140,000 folks through the gates, through the doors this season to see a basketball. And here's the surprising part. I mean, Georgia's 10-17.
Yeah, well,
and people have turned out to watch and support this team.
And this team is going to be so much better next year.
Auburn inbounds, 20 on the shot clock. They throw it into Dowdy. And now Harper's got it. Look out, he's dangerous over there. Turtle guarding him on the right side. I think we've switched back to a man-to-man, and we have. Harper got open behind the screen and drains a 3. That's his 5th 3 of the night. 22 points for Harper. That's what he had in the first meeting back in January over at Auburn Arena. 62-60, Auburn by 2. Dogs with the ball. Harris fakes the 3 on the wing. Jump pass to Crump. He'll launch the 3 right wing. Good! Tyree for 3.
How about that? They answer the 3 with the 3. I've said it over and over, and that is such a joy killer for Auburn.
Crump with 3 Scana Energy 3-pointers tonight, and the Dogs lead by a point, 63-62. 9:19 to go in the ball game. Tigers with the possession. They work on the left end of the floor. Brown feeds it into Okeke, dribbles it into the lane against Ogbede. Leaning bank shot to the right side. Good. The kiss went right down through the rim. Okeke's first points of the second half. He's got 7 in the game. Back and forth we go. 64-63 Auburn by 1. Harris drives off the left wing. Pass down the baseline. Stolen by Harper, but he falls out of bounds with the basketball. So it's going to stay in Georgia's possession. Harper had the steal, but just ran out of real estate on the right end of the court. Ogbede comes out. Claxton back in for the Dogs. Georgia to inbound with Nicholas Claxton, Harris, Jackson, Wilridge, and Crump, who's in the far corner. 17 seconds on the shot clock. Dogs down by a point. Clax, high lob into Turtle, catches it above the arc, over the shoulder, drives back to the basket, drives down inside. His shot is blocked by Okeke. Tried to lay it up from the right side. Brown has it off and running. Kick out to Harper, back to Brown. Throws it into the corner. Okeke drives on the baseline. Now we cut it off with Wilridge. They get it back to Brown, middle of the floor. Bryce Brown, bullet pass inside. McLemore. They move it around quickly. Harper's got it on the right wing. He touches his chin with his right index finger. And now drives, hooks it out to the right. Here's Purifoy for 3. Short side iron rebound, Claxton. Turtle into the front court for the Dogs. Auburn missed a chance to increase a 1-point lead. Dogs will try to regain the lead here. Harris, slow lob into Claxton. Foul on McLemore. That's his 4th. He was trying to prevent Clax from getting that entry pass, and he got whistled for his 4th foul instead. Officials might be struggling a little bit to keep tempers at an even level here.
Well,
with some of the talk that's going on. Spencer checks in. McLemore is angry with himself, maybe mad at somebody else, but he leaves the game with 4 fouls. Ty Fagan enters the ball game as well for the Dogs. Wilridge penetrate, kick out to the left to Fagan. 13 to shoot. Crump's got it now on the logo, middle of the floor, way away from the basket. We work it into the corner. Wilridge goes baseline, gets by the defender, reverse lay-in, hangs on the iron and falls for Toe. Ooh, the big Toe scored on a reverse lay-in to put the Dogs up by a point.
It was just balanced perfectly up there. I wasn't sure which way it was going, but it fell the right way.
65-64, Dogs by 1. We were down 14 with a minute plus to go in the first half. We've come all the way back and lead by 1. It's a slugfest for the final 7.5 minutes, perhaps. Okeke stretches for the lay-in. Can't get it to go. Dogs tap the rebound and control it. Turtle walks it into the front court, checks the bench.
Tom Crean is out on the floor.
Now, we got Spencer with an injury, apparently. The whistles blow to official time to stop for a play for an injury. Horace Spencer limping back to the Auburn bench. And this is going to turn into, I think, a media timeout. It will with 7:19 to go. So this will be the under 8 timeout. 65-64, Georgia leads Auburn at Stegman Coliseum. Come on back after this on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
It's no secret that things grow well in Georgia, like peanuts, cotton, and corn. But families and communities also flourish here. That's because Georgia Power is helping bring new businesses and industries to our state. In the last 10 years alone, we've helped create over 134,000 new jobs. Because Georgia is our home too, and we want life here to thrive for all of us. Georgia Power, generating opportunity. Learn more at georgiapower.com/growth.
The Dogs are heard right here. This is the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
At PT Solutions Physical Therapy, we're proud to be an official partner of UGA. In sports, getting to the next level takes lots of talent and lots of work. At PT Solutions, we believe that every young athlete deserves the opportunity to chase his or her dream. That's why you'll find our therapists and trainers on the fields and sidelines at every level, helping athletes stay healthy and be at their best. We hope you'll visit us at over 40 Georgia locations or at ptsolutions.com.
Hi, welcome to the Subway Simple 6 radio ad. How would you like to hear it?
From a game show host?
All right, let's play.
Thanks, Johnny. Tonight's contestants are playing for the fantastic Simple 6 menu. Their choice of 6 different 6-inch subs, chips, and a 21-ounce drink. With subs like the spicy Italian and Black Forest ham, this is one $6 deal that can't be beat. Subway, make it what you want.
At participating restaurants, additional charge for extras plus applicable tax. No additional discounts or coupons may be applied.
Here's your in-game recap from Regions Bank, the official bank of the SEC. Dogs down 10 at the half, went on a 13-0 run here in the second half. Auburn more than 6 minutes without points as the Dogs regain the lead. We've had 11 lead changes now and 3 ties in this ball game, most of it coming here in the second half. Georgia has a 1-point lead at the moment, 65-64. Jordan Harris, a big night, another career high for the junior, 18 points to lead Georgia. Jared Harper with 22 to lead Auburn. Dogs have the possession, 23 on the shot clock. We inbound, far sideline, front court. Go to Claxton on the block. Okeke guards. Kick it back out to Crump. Here comes a 3 for Crump. Oh, too far on the far side of the iron. Rebound down to Auburn.
Boy, he had a good look, too.
Harper slowly walks it into the front court, unguarded. Dogs settle back into their 2-3 zone. Georgia leads by a point, 6:56 remaining in the contest here in Athens. Harper with the ball. He's been a dog killer tonight. Dribbles to the foul line, bounce feed to Okeke, who will score. They'll count that basket. The whistle blew, and a foul called on the Dogs. That'll send Okeke to the free throw line. The foul on Etorian Wilridge, his first.
Well, you want, in that situation, I've said this time and again, if you're going to foul, you got to make sure that they don't make the shot. Get your money's worth. You're going to get a foul, get your money's worth for it.
Chuma Okeke, 6'8" forward from Atlanta, 68% foul shooter. Free throw up and in, good. Three-point play puts him in double figures with 10, 67-65 Auburn. Tigers have a 2-point lead. They won 3 straight in the series, haven't won 4 straight over Georgia in 40 years. Dogs trying to prevent that from happening tonight, just get their second win in conference play this year. We're down 2. Dogs working on the offensive end with 10 to shoot. Claxton's got it, steps into the paint, floats it up there with a left hand, good from 8 feet. Big Clax right in front of the bucket from 8 feet out, gets his first second half field goal. He's got 8 in the ball game tonight. We're tied at 67.
We need Nick to take over this game inside. He's capable of doing it.
Dogs stay in the zone. Harper around a screen, through the lane, has the ball knocked loose, picked up by Okeke on the left wing for Auburn. 13 to shoot for the Tigers. Harper slowly walking away from the Tiger bench towards the half-court line. Got a screen, shoots next to Fagan, misses the 3. Oh, my goodness. Spencer with a follow, offensive rebound, and then a jam, and he pulled part of the net off. Part of the net is hanging loose. It came off one of the hooks down on the left end of the floor. 69-67 on the following dunk by Spencer for the Tigers. They lead by 2. Dogs work with Turtle on the far side of the floor. Hand off to Crump. He dribbles between the circles. Feed Claxton. Sticks his backside into Okeke and he shoots a 3. Missed it off the rim. Fagan tips the rebound over the Georgia bench out of bounds. We couldn't get to it. It's going to be Auburn's basketball with 5:25 remaining. Woolridge comes out. Ogbede back in for the Dogs. And Auburn will inbound backcourt right in front of us. I think they're going to try to fix the net down on the left end of the floor. After the Spencer dunk, he pulled one of the strands off the hook, so it's kind of flaring out to the right side. And
it's going to require somebody either to get a ladder or somebody to get on somebody's shoulders.
Well, we need that fabulous Tyler dude to come and balance a ladder on his chin, and then somebody to climb up on it. And that's his name? Fabulous. Yeah, you don't know. Anyway, we're stopping the game because a strand, a loop of the net down to our left is off its hook.
Yeah, if you've ever, put a net on a basket, you know how they do. They loop over, and then they go underneath the little orange ring, and that's
kind of lock in there.
Yeah, it kind of locks in there. And apparently, when that last one, when he dunked it, on that follow through, it went through with such force that the net bounced and it came undone. Boy, it's just hanging off there now.
So while we stop play, we'll tell you that Barbasol is offering you a chance to score big when you join the new Barbasol Shave Club. Grab your premium starter kit for just $6.99 today with code BASKETBALL at Barbasol.com. Game on. I think we're waiting on a ladder. If that doesn't work, two of those guys, one guy could get on the other guy's shoulder and fix the problem.
That would be a far quicker way to take care of this.
I mean, I haven't seen a ladder yet.
You know what? You can take one of those folding chairs over there and put Nick Claxton on it, and he can reach up there and take care of that for you.
Under any other circumstances, that might happen, but in a game, there comes the ladder. All right. It's the shining moment for some of those guys out of the back tunnel.
Well,
who's that, Robert?
I love
it. Fix the net. Robert, don't mess up.
Here are our players of the game right here.
All right, Robert's going to climb the ladder and rehook the net. The ladder is teetering. Robert climbs up another rung. He's got it. He's above the rim, ladies and gentlemen.
Boy, somebody feed it to him.
He's re-threading the net on the hooks on the rim because Horace Spencer messed it up on the following dunk a few moments ago. It's 69-67 Auburn. Play is stopped so they can fix the net on the basket in front of the Auburn bench. Boy, game management is...
Did she get scissors out?
You've got people on the court right now that have never set foot on the basketball court. We got Eric Hager down there shooting the shot with that big camera.
Oh, Eric's all over that.
Giving the television viewer the up-close and personal view from underneath the net.
Yeah, the only thing I can assure him after working with him for 30 years, it's not in focus.
Well, then again, neither is he. Game delayed while they fixed the net.
Oh, they got it done.
And Robert got it rehooked. So he's going to climb down the ladder. And a dude that balances stuff on his chin is going to put it on his chin and walk off the floor with the ladder attached to his chin. I think Josh Brooks came out. Melvin Robinson came out. All the administrators came out to make sure that thing got fixed.
And right now the Dogs they got to play some defense here, get the ball back.
5:25 remaining. The net is fixed. We should be good to go. And Georgia game management saves the day. Auburn by 2, 69-67. And we even got a Barbasol mention in there. All right, Auburn with the possession. They'll bring it up the length of the floor. Harper unguarded into the front court, far side of the floor. He'll be picked up there in the zone by Fagan. They screen. Harper comes near side to Bryce Brown. Trying to cross over dribble and get by Turtle. He won't give up space. Back over to Harper, 15 on the shot clock. Auburn taking its time.
Yeah, Georgia's in that zone.
Harper across the foul line. Now cuts to the basket, throws it up with the left hand, airmails it. Spencer catches it on the other side and puts it back up and in. Oh, my. I don't know if that's how they drew it up, but it's given Auburn a 4-point lead now, 71-67. All right, Dogs, let's get some energy back with 4:45 to go. Claxton works on the left side, loses the dribble. It's loose, picked up on the run by Auburn. 3 on 1. Here's Dowdy for a lay-in. Good, the assist from Brown. The official fell down back on the other end of the floor. We stopped the game momentarily to help an old guy up off the court. 73-67 now. Auburn has scored 6 in a row. 4:37 to go. Fagan out. Dogs with Harris and Turtle, Claxton, Crump, and Ogbede. Come on, we came from 14 down. We're only down 6 now.
Yeah, this looks like just a little anthill compared to the big hole we climbed out of.
Brown with tight defense on Turtle Jackson, swiping at the ball, knocked it away for one moment, but Turtle got it back, looks at the 3, doesn't take it. Crump's got it now on the left side with 14 to shoot. Attacks inside, they block his shot at the rim. And out of bounds, touched out by Georgia.
Yeah, Derek had a hand on it, but knocked it out of bounds.
Boy, Auburn has picked up the intensity. They may have gotten their second win after that delay of game to fix the net. 73-67. Auburn with a lead and the ball, and 4:07 remaining. Harper with a slow dribble to the left, now back to the right, just pushes it over to Dowdy, gives it back to Harper, comes to Bryce Brown on the left wing. They play catch out front. One guy on the right wing, one guy in the middle, one guy on the left wing. 6 to shoot. Harper's got it. They screen away from Turtle. Go into the corner to Dowdy. Dribbles into the lane, attacks. Shot clock expires. He shot, touched the iron, and touched out of bounds by Auburn, I guess. It wasn't a shot clock violation, I don't believe.
It was not. It touched the iron, but then it went out of bounds.
It's going to be the Dogs' ball after the timeout. 3:46 to go. We're down 6, 73-67. Auburn over Georgia. Back to Stegman in Athens on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
Hi, Georgia fans. I'm Scott Howard here for UPS. Your customers want more from your business. You've got to make more happen, whether they're in Athens, Georgia, or on the other side of the world. Globally or locally, UPS is building solutions to help businesses give their customers exactly what they want. More. Made easy. UPS, official logistics company of Georgia Athletics.
We Dogs are known for always giving 110%, both on and off the field. But no matter how hard we work, we can't deny that getting sick is easy. Luckily, getting care is too. As the official healthcare provider of the Georgia Bulldogs, Piedmont is committed to getting us better. With urgent care, same-day appointments, virtual visits from your smartphone or desktop, and Piedmont Quick Care at Walgreens, they've got the care you need when you need it. Booking an appointment is only a click away, so for game day and every day, get better at piedmont.org/UGA.
We are the Georgia Bulldogs. Day in and day out, we push ourselves to the limit, always going the extra mile to be the best we could possibly be. With a work ethic that never quits and a spirit that never wavers.
At Ford, it's this kind of commitment that makes F-Series America's best-selling truck. For great offers on F-150, see your local Ford dealer today or visit buyfordnow.com.
Ford F-150, the official truck of the Georgia Bulldogs.
Hey, Georgia fans, at StubHub, every Bulldog ticket is 100% guaranteed. You'll find the best selection of tickets anywhere. StubHub's been getting fans into the game for over 17 years and is the official fan-to-fan ticket marketplace of the Georgia Bulldogs. StubHub, be there. 73-67, Auburn leads. Georgia 0-16 when trailing at the half. We were down 10 at halftime tonight after being down as much as 14 in the first half. Came back, took the lead multiple times in the second half. We've had 12 lead changes and 4 ties in this ballgame. But Auburn's up 6 with 3:46 to go as Georgia tries to come from behind and win when trailing at the half for the first time this season. Dogs will have the ball. Harris to inbound the basketball. Bounces it into Claxton. Okeke guards in the backcourt. Big Clack leans into the dribble. Into the front court right now. 22 on the shot clock. Screen out front, Ogbede. Claxton still handling the ball. Now feeds Harris. Shows it high, now drives, throws it up, misses for only the second time tonight. Tried to kind of hook it up and in with his left hand.
You know, it almost went, too. I mean, it gave it every effort to get in there.
Harris now 7 of 9 tonight with 18 points. He missed that one. Score remains 73-67. Okeke attacks inside. Air ball, hook shot from the left side. Rebound to the Dogs. Claxton fighting Turtle for it. Claxton gets the rebound to Turtle. He'll bring it into the front court. Bryce Brown picks him up at the half-court line.
And that was not smart basketball by Auburn. They should have burned more time before taking that shot.
Crump on the wing. One-handed pass to Turtle. Edge of the center circle on the logo. Screened by Clax. Turtle dribbles one way, goes to Clax. Fakes the three, puts it on the floor. Jump stop, drive, fakes it in. Whistle and a foul. Count it, baby. Big Clax going to the line. 3-point opportunity for Georgia's Clax now with 10 points in the ball game.
He's got 10 points. He's got the 6 rebounds. I'll take it back. He's got 7. He just got 1 on the defensive end. So he's got 7 rebounds and 10 points. He's doing a good job. Nick could take over this game down the stretch.
Spencer hobbles out of the ball game. Was the foul on Spencer? I believe it was. Clax free throw. Rolls in there good. 11 points for Claxton. It's a 3-point game, 1 possession, 73-70. Auburn with a lead, 2:40 to go in the contest. 7,837, some of them on their feet here at Stegman Coliseum. Harper inside the half-court line to our left, trying to direct some traffic. 12 on the clock for the Tigers. Harper, hard dribble to the left, through traffic, weaving down to the basket. Layup, short, no good. Rebound, picked up off the bounce by Turtle, trying to clear some space. Turtle has it into the front court. Auburn fails to convert on that last possession. Georgia can tie with a 3, make it a 1-point game with a 2.
Bruce Pearl's letting the officials have it, and they've heard about all they want to hear. They're holding their hands up to him like, all right, enough, sit down.
There was a lot of contact on the other end of the floor down there. Oh, Ogbede wide open, 2-handed dunk. The assist from Turtle Jackson on the wing. Ogbede flushes it to make a 1-point game. 13 for Derrick. It's 73-72.
Coming up on 100 seconds here, Scott.
141, 140, there it is. And Auburn has the ball tipped out of their hands, touched out by Georgia on the far side, out of Dowdy's hands. Harris or Crump got a piece of that. I think it was Tyree. So they'll inbound it again, 18 on the clock. Throw it into the backcourt to Harper. 137, 136 to go.
Auburn fighting for his postseason hopes here.
Harper for 3. No good, too long. Oh, offensive rebound. Dowdy throws it back to Harper. He's smacking the basketball. Bad ball, bad ball. He missed the 3, and he's just whacking the basketball while he's standing there holding it.
You better be nicer to it.
Brown into the paint, steps back to the foul line. Soft 2, gets the roll. Good. Rolls in for Bryce Brown. 75-72. It's a 3-point lead for Auburn. Minute 6 to go. Turtle in front court. Brown all up in his shirt. Turtle dribbling with his heels almost on the half-court line, moving to his right, 17 to shoot. Turtle to the foul line, to Claxton. Oh, he's going to shoot a three. Oh, he made it! Turtle to Claxton for three. We're tied at 75. Big Clax with his first three-pointer of the night.
I told you he could take it over.
Play stopped for a moment. Oh, we got to mop up some perspiration off the floor on the right end of the court. Official holding on to the basketball. Auburn waiting to inbound with 54 seconds to go in a 75-75 contest. Georgia trying to upset Auburn and put a big old wrinkle in their postseason plans.
Boy, there's no doubt about that.
Still basketball on the schedule, but tonight would not be good for Auburn if they would come away with a loss. But the Dogs could care less about that. 2-3 zone for Georgia. We extended way out above the arc. Harper on the logo for a second. Dribbles, feeds Brown. Back to Harper now. High left wing, 13 to shoot, 35 to play. Harper spins, gets the screen from Okeke. Down the lane, left-handed lane, blocked by Ogbede out of bounds. Wow.
6 seconds.
Derek said, no way you're getting that up in. Block shot by Ogbede with 6 on the clock, 29.7 to go in the game. We're tied at 75. Now they got to do some more mopping. A little more housework to clean up the wet floor under the basket. Doug Sermons, the referee with the ball, asked the Georgia bench on this end to sit down. Okeke, overhead fake, looking to throw it in. They skip it in to McLemore. He bumps our guy down. Crump tried to draw a charge. Ball knocked out of bounds again with 3 seconds. Crump tried to draw the foul on McLemore. That would have been his 5th. And now Bruce Pearl's going to call a time, I think.
Well, with 3 seconds, he's going to try to come up with some kind of shot. But you know we're going to have Nick Claxton down there guarding the inbounds pass.
They're going to turn this into a full timeout, Auburn will. They'll use the full allotment of time. And that's their last timeout. Georgia's got 1 remaining. We're knotted at 75, Chuck, with 27 seconds to go.
Well, you look, if we can hold them here and come down and have a laugh, that's all I could ask for coming in this building tonight, particularly when I saw that Rashawn Hammonds wasn't playing. If you'd have told me that Georgia might have a chance at the end of the game to beat Auburn, I'd have said, can I go home right now? I mean, that is all you could have hoped for, and this is what it's coming down to. And I give this Georgia basketball team all the credit in the world for character that they have shown over the past 4 games. And we saw this exact same scenario, Scott, in Oxford, Mississippi on Saturday. Down 10 at half. We had a chance to win it with a last-second shot. Now, it didn't go, but we had a look.
Georgia has had the last 3 games decided by 4 points or less, and this one looks like it's headed in that same direction with LSU, Mississippi State, and Ole Miss decided by 4, 1, and 1. Let's pause for station identification quickly. Bulldogs Sports Network. Auburn's got 3 seconds on the shot clock. They throw it in. Okeke catches, shoots 3. Oh, he made it! Oh, my goodness. Right at the end of the shot clock, it went in around the rim and dropped in good. Turtle mishandles the dribble in the backcourt. 18 to shoot. 18 to go in the game. We're down 3, 78-75. Turtle still dribbling. Finds Crump. Crump moves to his left. 10 to play in the game. Crump attacks under the basket. Over to Harris. Harris slides to his left. He's double teamed. Ball gets away. 3 to shoot. Seconds. Crump's got the ball. Got to launch one for the tie. And it's an air ball, and that's the ball game.
Wow. Wow. We had guys just couldn't get control of the basketball. They were fighting to get control of the basketball and couldn't get good looks. We end up just heaving one up.
78-75. The Okeke 3 was the difference with about 24 seconds to go in the ball game. And then Georgia had one final shot, and, well, we mishandled it in the backcourt trying to get it up into the front side. And then once we got it here, their defense smothered us and Chuck, we were just never able to get a good look and couldn't hang on to the basketball.
Yeah, we had trouble holding on to the basketball there in those final seconds. And Scott, it's disappointing, but I love these kids, and I want to see them have some success. And, my gosh, you just wonder how they keep coming back and coming back and coming back, and doing what they're doing. And they did this without Rashawn Hammonds tonight. Bless their hearts. I know these young men are, There are a number of reasons that you'd like to see, some kind of fairness prevail, where the Dogs are concerned.
Yeah, somewhere down the road, good things are going to happen for this Georgia program because they're at the end of the whooping stick right now. And these last 4 have just been excruciatingly difficult.
Really has.
A 4-point loss, 2 1-point losses, and a 3-point loss tonight, and they all come down to the final possession. Auburn wins it tonight 78-75. Georgia was down 14 late in the first half, down 10 at halftime, came back to take the lead on multiple times in the second half and just couldn't get over the mountain tonight.
And let me say this, in fairness, too. Give Auburn credit. Is it Okeke that hit that last shot?
Yes.
Let's give that young man credit. That was a big 3 that he knocked down because there was 3 seconds left. They had to lob it up over the top of Nick Claxton way back to get the ball to him. He had to catch it, and then no sooner than he caught it, he had to turn and fire up a 3, and he nailed it. So give that young man credit for making a big clutch shot. May have well saved Auburn's postseason hopes. But certainly that was a big shot for Auburn. And then like I said in our description, we were just unable to really, get the ball into the front court and get any kind of really good, solid look.
And their players, Chuck, came out of the tunnel, the tunnel to our right where the visitors' locker room is. They came back out, down on their bench now, and they're celebrating with the Auburn fans that are in the building tonight. I'm not sure if that was a planned thing or what, but, they were already up the tunnel, but they turned around and maybe by order to come back out and celebrate with the fans on the visiting court.
Their coach went over and took a seat with television, we've seen him do that a number of times.
Well, when you win, that's the seat you get.
Yeah, that is.
And they've won a lot. They are now 19-9 for the year, 8-7. And that was a game they really needed to have for postseason play. And for Georgia, it just continues, unfortunately. 10-18 now is the record. 1-14 in conference play. The Dogs dropped their 9th in a row. And 13 straight conference games now is the skid that Georgia has reached. 78-75 is the final. Auburn a winner tonight. Stay tuned for our Regions Aaron's post-game coverage here at Stegman Coliseum. Regions is helping Bulldog fans take their next step. They've awarded nearly $1 million in scholarships and hosted over 100,000 financial education workshops. Got a goal? Get a game plan at regions.com/nextstep. Regions, official bank of the SEC. Post-game coverage also brought to you in part by Aaron's, lease to own top brands in furniture, electronics, and appliances with no credit needed at Aaron's. Our final again, Auburn 78, Georgia 75. Post-game coverage straight ahead here on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
Hey, Bulldog basketball fans, listen up. When I think about defense, I think of Rocket Mortgage. They created Rate Shield. If rates go up, you're defended. But if rates go down, you get that lower rate. And that can save you some serious cash. Rocket Mortgage, proud mortgage partner of Georgia Athletics. Push button, get mortgage. Call today at 800-QUICKEN or go to rocketmortgage.com.
Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender. Licensed in all 50 states. NMLS number 3030. Rate Shield approval only valid on certain 30-year purchase transactions.
What's up, sports fans? Today on the show, we've got State Farm agent Cole Perez.
Cole. Hey, guys, I'm just here to let the listeners know that State Farm is here to help life go right.
Okay, well, what if it's raining threes so hard that your gutters get damaged?
I think.
What if you're on your home court and somebody swats a brick into your new sedan?
Boom!
Yeah, State Farm can help cover damage to your car or home.
Nice!
It is nice.
Talk to an agent about combining your home and auto insurance today. State Farm, here to help life go right.
This is the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network, brought to you by AutoZone. It's never a good feeling to see your check engine light on. Thankfully, the AutoZone Fix Finder service can tell you the most likely fix for free. Get in the zone. AutoZone.
Gear up for the season with the best Georgia gifts and apparel from the UGA Bookstore. At the UGA Bookstore, you'll find the biggest selection from top brands like Nike, Southern Tide, Vineyard Vines, Peter Millar, and 47 brand. Dress for the part with the latest game day styles at the UGA Bookstore in the heart of campus next to the Tate Student Center. Online 24/7 at UGABookstore.com. It's where dogs shop.
Did you know Georgia is one of the leading producers of pecans in the entire world? That's how hard Georgia farmers work to help cultivate the state's economy. And that's why Georgia Farm Bureau cultivates farmers with agricultural research and assistance programs and access to benefits that save families money, like home and auto insurance. You can join online for just a few bucks a year. So, get cracking.
Our exclusive coverage of Georgia basketball continues with the Locker Room Report, presented by Regions Bank and Aaron's. Now, back to courtside for continuing live coverage of Georgia basketball.
Here's Bryce Brown for three, short, side of the rim. Rebound tapped up twice, and now controlled by Ogbede. He throws it up ahead into the front court to Crump, and he rips a three from the right wing.
Beautiful, beautiful. Derek Ogbede was really hustling to get that rebound.
And that is our assist of the game. Today's assist of the game, sponsored by State Farm, here to help life go right. Talk to an agent today at 800 State Farm. Well, basketball life is not necessarily going right for Georgia as far as wins and losses are concerned. Auburn a winner tonight, 78-75 over Georgia. Welcome back to Stegman Coliseum here in Athens for the Regions Aaron's post-game locker room report. It's brought to you by Aaron's, where you can lease to own top brands in furniture, electronics, and appliances with no credit needed at Aaron's. And some things are bigger than banking, like cheering for the Dogs every game day, whether it's a celebratory selfie or a photo on campus. Turn your favorite game day moment into a Regions Your Picks Studio Visa debit card. Order your card at regions.com/yourpicksstudio. Regions is the official bank of the SEC. So Auburn wins it by 3, a three-pointer by Chuma Okeke with, I think it was about 24 seconds on the clock. They had 3 seconds remaining on their possession when they had to inbound the ball. So they throw it in. Okeke shoots a three from the left wing that went around the rim, and then it settled in there good. And we had plenty of time to bring the ball up the floor and try to get off a shot, but we never really got a good look as Tyree Crump ended up kind of chasing the ball towards the end of the clock there. Ball was getting towards half court. He had to go chase it down and then try to recover.
Yeah, with 3 seconds
get the three
left,
off.
he was out near the circle, and then had to try to recover, as you say, and see if he couldn't get some kind of a shot up. And their defense was there. It was just, it was not a good shot, but it was something that had to be taken at that particular point. A lot of fans may look and go, well, Georgia had a timeout left. Why didn't they take that timeout? And there are two schools of thought there. At Ole Miss, we did take the timeout in the front court with 5.5 seconds left, set something up, still didn't get the play, the shot exactly that we wanted. I think this time, because there had been a stoppage and the teams had huddled, like you pointed out, on both ends, prior to their 3-second entry, that Tom Crean decided, hey, look, if they miss or if they make it, we're going to just come with it. And I think they had in mind, but then things went bad in the backcourt, and we never recovered in the front court.
And Auburn gets the 3-point win, 78-75. Georgia with another terrific comeback, coming back from double figures. But that's and that's a problem in itself, that we get behind like that and we have to dig out of that hole. And we've seen that in all of these games that we've played here in the last 3 or 4 stretch of games that have been very, very tight down to the last possession, it's the same story. We're always coming back from a double-digit deficit.
Scott, you're exactly right. And, not only, are you having to make up all that ground on the scoreboard, but it takes energy. It takes a lot of your strength and energy to do that, to dig out of a hole. And we were down 14. We climbed back to 10 but at intermission. And then after the half, we came out and did a good job. And suddenly, not only did we get the game tied, we actually got back in front and looked like for a while, look, if we can hang on here. Then we hit a little bit of a cold spell. We don't have Rashawn Hammonds tonight. No question that hurt Georgia. But, they didn't have their big man either. So I guess you could say that both sides were equal there. But nevertheless, for the Dogs, the character continues to show. Right now, this team, their confidence is fragile. If it could just happen once, I have a feeling then it might happen again. And when I say if it could just happen once, I mean if they could just have some success in a situation like we saw Saturday in Oxford or here tonight, if they could just have success in that. Or like we saw against Mississippi State here when, the officials, monkeyed that up with the little toy
stuffed animal,
and but it was just not a good night that night, and not a good night tonight.
78-75 the final. Auburn escapes with the win. They've won 4 straight now in this series for the first time since 1979 and 1980. And in the late 70s and in 1980, they won 12 consecutive over Georgia, and that was a stretch from 76 to 80. So the Tigers are assuming control of the series now. They lead overall. This series was tied, believe it or not. It's similar to football. I mean, these two schools it's slugfest, knockdown, drag out every time you play it. It was tied at 94 until tonight. Now Auburn leads the all-time series 95-94. Our final tonight, 78-75, Tigers over the Dogs. We'll continue with our post-game coverage brought to you by Regions and by Aaron's. Back in a moment on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
Getting your first real paycheck is like celebrating your own Independence Day. It's life-changing once it's deposited, which you can do using Regions Mobile Deposit in your Regions mobile app. Choose when and where to make the money available, take a couple of pictures, click a button or two, and boom, one major achievement in the record books. We get it. Some things are bigger than banking. Learn more at regions.com/mobile deposit. Regions, member FDIC, conditions and fees apply.
Hi, welcome to the Subway Simple 6 radio ad. How would you like to hear it?
From a game show host?
All right, let's play.
Thanks, Johnny. Tonight's contestants are playing for the fantastic Simple 6 menu. Their choice of 6 different 6-inch subs, chips, and a 21-ounce drink. With subs like the spicy Italian and Black Forest ham, this is one $6 deal that can't be beat. Subway, make it what you want.
At participating restaurants, additional charge for extras plus applicable tax. No additional discounts or coupons may be applied.
This is the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network. Brought to you by Blue Emu Lidocaine Cream and Maximum Arthritis Cream. Both deep penetrating and odor-free. Beat the pain 2 ways and live life. Blue Emu, it works fast and you won't stink. Available at nationwide retailers.
No one comes to the Southeastern Conference looking for less. This is where you gladly step up, sign up, and raise your hand for a heaping helping of more. More ways to challenge and push yourself, more people from more countries to meet and learn from, more opportunities to impact your community, both locally and globally. Oh, we celebrate championships like no other, but that's nowhere close to the whole story. Yeah, in the SEC, it just means more.
Sam! Hey, neighbor! You want to watch TV? Or maybe grab some lunch? What? Do you want to come over? Hey, how about some lunch? What? What?
Do you need a phone? Does your friend need one too? Come into an AT&T store to learn how to buy one smartphone and get a second one on us. AT&T. More for your thing. That's our thing. Both lines must be on same wireless account. Other terms apply. See store for details.
front court, down to the left end of the floor here. Harris explodes out of the right corner, down along the baseline, into the paint, layup good. Jordan Harris has got 9. That is our ultimate drive of the game, driven by BMW, your Atlanta BMW Centers, the official luxury vehicle of Georgia Athletics. Welcome back to our post-game coverage brought to you by Regions, who is helping Bulldog fans take their next step. Regions has awarded nearly $1 million in scholarships and hosted over 100,000 financial education workshops. If you have a goal, get a game plan at regions.com/nextstep. Regions is the official bank of the SEC. Post-game also brought to you by Aaron's, where you can lease to own top brands in furniture, electronics, and appliances with no credit needed at Aaron's. Auburn a winner tonight, 78-75. Game-winning points broke a 75-all tie. Chuma Okeke, with the shot clock expiring, hits a 3 with less than 30 seconds to go, and that proved to be the difference in the ball game. Georgia unable to get a good look on their final attempt. Tyree Crump's three-point shot was an air ball from the right side, and never really had a chance. He didn't have a real good look because he had Auburn defenders all over him on the right side of the floor, and the Dogs come up 3 points short. Our IBEW Player of the Game is presented by IBEW. And a lot of guys to pick from tonight. A lot of guys played well. Nicholas Claxton, 5 for 7. He had 7 rebounds, 14 points, a couple of blocks tonight. Derek Ogbede, 13 points, 6 rebounds. He had 3 steals and 2 blocks and 2 assists. Turtle Jackson had 13 points, all of his in the first half. He had 5 assists tonight, 4 rebounds. Jordan Harris, 18 points, a career high for the 4th straight game, 6 rebounds. He was 7 of 9 shooting, so in the last 2 games, he is 12 of 14 from the floor. Woo. He had a couple of assists, had a steal in 28 minutes. Who do you like tonight?
For player of the game, we
were talking about Jordan a lot during the ball game.
Yeah, I guess it'd be back-to-back games we've given it to him.
Yeah,
I guess he deserves it, but I got to tell you, Nicholas Claxton, again, you sit here and you look at that line. He led us in rebounding with 7. He had 14 points. He had an assist and 2 blocks in 31 minutes on the floor. 5 for 7 shooting.
Well, there's no rules. We can recognize both guys. Nicholas Claxton,
I think both deserve it.
And Jordan Harris, our IBEW players of the game for Georgia tonight, as the Dogs had 4 players get in double figures.
And much like Okeke hitting that clutch shot for them, Nick hit a big clutch 3 for us too.
He did. It was the only one he made tonight. He took 2. He made that one that you are referring to. He was 3 for 4 from the foul line. Turtle had 3 threes tonight. Jordan hit a couple, hit both of his 3-point shots as his shooting numbers continue to climb. He came in right at almost 40% on threes and 2 for 2 tonight. Certainly not going to hurt that. Tyree, 3 for 10 in the ball game, 3 for 9 on 3-point shots. Let's see what else we have. Looking at the numbers here, the big number there is the skid continues, unfortunately, for Georgia. 9 straight losses now and 13 straight in the SEC, and we got to go to Florida this weekend. Dogs play in Gainesville at 8:30 Saturday night at the O'Connell Center, and Florida was playing Vanderbilt tonight. Last check, they were handling that one pretty easily. I don't have a final on that, but Florida expected to win that ball game and be waiting on the Dogs. 71-55. Thank you, Cabell. Gators a winner over Vanderbilt tonight. So the Commodores, my goodness, they continue to drop games. They've lost 16 in a row now. They're 0-15 in the league.
Yeah, that's not good.
They had a situation.
They suffered a big injury early in the season.
Sure, an incoming freshman that was supposed to change the fortunes of the program.
Yeah.
And he never got to play to any significant amount. And now he has declared for the NBA draft. So he will never suit up in an Auburn or in a Vanderbilt uniform. But that's another story. Auburn a winner over Georgia tonight here in Athens. That's the one we're focusing on, and we'll catch up with Coach Crean in just a moment. 78-75, our final tonight, Tigers over the Dogs. And we'll continue right after this on the Bulldog Sports Network.
For the past 100 years, generations of men have trusted Barbasol shaving cream to deliver a close, comfortable shave. Barbasol continues this legacy with the Barbasol Ultra 6 Plus razor. With 6 ultra-thin, open-flow blades and a crafted metal handle, Barbasol is proud to offer a razor that lives up to the exceptional quality and honest value that you've come to expect. Get yours today, in stores or online at Barbasol.com.
Barbasol.
Hi, Georgia fans. I'm Scott Howard here for UPS. Your customers want more from your business. You've got to make more happen, whether they're in Athens, Georgia, or on the other side of the world, globally or locally. UPS is building solutions to help businesses give their customers exactly what they want. More. Made easy. UPS, official logistics company of Georgia Athletics.
This is the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network, brought to you by Geico. At Geico, you have a choice of ways you could save on car insurance. Call 1-800-947-AUTO. Go online to geico.com or stop by the Geico office nearest you.
Hi, I'm Mike Ditcher. On the field, they called me Iron Mike. But some days, even Iron Mike can feel a little rusty. So I turned to Blue Emu. Blue Emu's non-greasy, deep-penetrating formula gets down deep for big-time comfort. And more importantly, it doesn't leave me smelling like a locker room. Now, if you excuse me, I have some yelling to do. You hit like old men. Blue Emu. It works fast and you won't stink.
Hey Bulldog fans, with Aaron's, having what you want is much easier than you think. Because now you can lease to own all the brands you love in furniture, electronics, and appliances. Yes, all those things you've always dreamed of. At Aaron's, you don't need credit, and you have flexible payment options so you can pay little by little until you own it. Plus, delivery and setup are free, so you can just focus on enjoying. Visit us in-store or at aarons.com and discover for yourself how easy it is to have what you want. Certain restrictions apply. See store for details.
Welcome back to Stegman Coliseum. Our post-game coverage brought to you by Aaron's and by Regions. Auburn, a 78-75 winner over the Dogs. I believe the coach is joining us from the locker room. Coach, are you there with us?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, Coach Tom Crean is in the coach's locker room. And, wow, another nail-biter here, Tom. And you get your thoughts on this one.
It's tough. I mean, it's a kid made a fadeaway bomb. We challenged it, and he was shooting 47% from three at home, 32% from three on the road. He's definitely a three-point shooter, but he made a tough shot. And we came down, and we knew what we wanted. It's still, with 25 seconds to go, it's not time to get a three unless the three is the best shot. So we just had the play call in the timeout, and we didn't execute it very well. And then we got into a scramble mode. So it's just tough because we made a great comeback. The fans were incredible, really, really good, no doubt about that. And this team keeps learning how to come back. What they've got to learn how to do now is get up. They got to learn how to get up in the game. And we can't have the lulls that we have in the first half and the lack of communication and transition. And at the end of the day, the stat that gets us is the second chance points. We cleaned up the turnovers in the second half. But he got a lot of talent over there. He did a good job with them, and just tough. We didn't get didn't get it done at the end.
Coach, it is, and I'm sure to you and your staff when you go to look at the film, it's almost like watching the movie Groundhog Day. You get down, you're down 10 at half. That was the case Saturday. Then you fight back. You actually get a little bit of a lead. Then they have a lead, and then you still have a chance at the end. And just can't. I mean, I just feel like this team just so desperately needs one time something good to happen to them.
Yeah, they're fighting. There's no doubt about that. We got to do a better job of fighting early, and then we put ourselves in a much better position where it's not always coming back. But we're learning, right? I mean, there's a lot of character on the team, and there's a lot of care and character, and they work extremely hard. And we're having tremendous practices. I mean, it gets harder every day. Then it becomes, what's your mental toughness like? And that's what you can't win without mental toughness. And that's what we're building, but we've got to do a better job in the midst of the game.
Are you proud of the fact that, you guys did do a good job on the boards against a team that is so outstanding on the glass?
Yeah, not really though, Chuck, because the second chance points were 19-4. I mean, that's not good enough. And because we struggle with the dribble, we have to do more switching, which you have to block out, all right? And everybody wants to play, right? But you got to go down there and you got to execute. And we missed some blockouts, we're not a 40-minute team right now. And what's happened is we're playing so much better at the end of the game. What we've got to do is we got to play a lot better during the game, and that means the blocking out. But again, I'm going to focus on the positives of this. We had an unreal crowd, unbelievable energy in this building. It just keeps growing and growing and growing. And even when things weren't going well for us, we just kept coming. And to play without Ray tonight, which is very easy to forget that because you're in such a close game, play without one of our leading scorers and best players, it affected us. It affected us on comfort level, getting the ball in bounds and press offense and all those types of things. It affected us. But they found a way to persevere. We just didn't get it done.
Coach, how has Jordan Harris been able to progress the way he has? I mean, 18 points, a career high for fourth straight games now, and gave you a little bit of everything. Rebounded the ball well. Had
He's confident. He's confident. He works hard every day. To get on the floor more. He needed to rebound, like we've talked about. He does a lot of things. He defends. And even at the end of the game, he got his hand up. I mean, it was a fadeaway three the kid hit. That's part of the game. But Jordan's continued to get better, and that's important. The biggest things for him are going to be to continue to get better with his ball handling and passing. But he's playing with a lot more confidence, which is huge.
In that last 24 seconds or so, what were your options that you wanted to see?
We wanted a ball screen with Derek. We wanted Derek to go set what we call a roll screen, which he's going to roll into Tyree's man because you want to be prepared zoner man. In that situation, have the same play. And it didn't happen. So Derek rolled. We didn't get the screen. Tyree came up a little early, so he was open. And even when he caught it, he could have gone right to Derek because, again, it's not about needing a three right there. Now, once it gets down to 4, 5, 6 seconds, now you're going to need a three.
Right.
But we wanted to post Nick and come off Derek's ball screen. And they gave us a little pressure, but not enough for us not to get that. But Nick wasn't in the post as deep as he needed to be. And when we threw it back to Tyree, he was too high. And then he threw it to Derek, or he had Derek, but we didn't do it. We drove it. And we were in a scramble at that point, and that we just didn't execute.
What did you say to your guys after this one tonight?
Oh, I talk about what we need to do at the end of the game. Okay, this is the learning process of it. This is what we have to learn from this and go through it. And talk about how we're fighting and talk about the common denominator in these last 4 games have been big comebacks. And what are we going to do now to get our engagement up higher? We're not going to miss taking charges when we're coming back. We're not going to miss loose balls and things like that when we're coming back. We're missing too many of those things during. And that's the reality of the situation. And we got to learn to be a 40-minute team, much like I just said to you guys.
Coach, thanks very much for your time.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. That's Coach Tom Crean from the Georgia locker room, the coach's locker room. Dogs fall short tonight to Auburn, 78-75. Our post-game coverage is brought to you by Aaron's, lease to own top brands in furniture, electronics, and appliances with no credit needed at Aaron's. And by Regions, where some things are bigger than banking, like cheering for the Dogs every game day. So whether it's a celebratory selfie or a photo on campus, turn your favorite game day moment into a Regions Your Pick Studio Visa debit card. Order your card at regions.com/yourpickstudio. Regions is the official bank of the SEC. Let's run through the final game stats, sponsored by Northside Hospital, Atlanta. Chugga, look at the shooting numbers. Georgia shot 60% in the second half, 53% for the game. Outshot Auburn by a wide margin in the second half, and overall by about 7 or 8 percentage points. Auburn shot 45%. Georgia out-rebounded Auburn 31-28. The shooting numbers were very, very close, but it's just a possession here and there that is the difference in this ballgame.
And Coach Crean pointed out, rightfully so, those second chance points, but the Dogs did a good job on the boards. They out-rebounded them 31-28. They did have more offensive rebounds, 13-10, but I thought the Dogs I really thought they played well tonight. And as he mentioned, it took Georgia a little bit out of their comfort zone not to have Rashawn Hammonds available to them. And, and I'm sure that affected them. But nevertheless, Auburn was without their big guy, Wiley. So at the end of the night, it's all about execution. And we had a chance in that final possession. And as he said, we didn't execute.
One of the things about the Tigers is they may miss some shots, but they don't make a lot of mistakes that hurt themselves. They had 7 turnovers tonight. Georgia had 14, and Coach Green pointed out the second chance points, 19-4 in favor of Auburn. Everything else was pretty close to even, believe it or not. I mean, they had 11 threes. Georgia had 9. They took 31. We took 21. You can go on, but 14 turnovers and points off turnovers for Auburn, 20-13. So, you can go to the numbers there and find the difference.
You can certainly find the difference. You can certainly make up 3 points, can't you?
Yes. Georgia's leading scorer was Jordan Harris tonight, 18 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, a steal. He was 7 of 9 in 28 minutes. Nicholas Claxton finished with 14 points, 7 rebounds, 2 blocks. He was 5 of 7 from the floor. Derek Ogbede and Turtle Jackson each with 13. Tyree Crump finished with 9. Torian Wilridge with 6. And Christian Harrison had the final 2 points for the Dogs. He was 1 for 1 from the floor. 2 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 steals in 14 minutes for the walk-on transfer from Troy, Christian Harrison. Leading scorer in the game for Auburn, Jared Harper. He had 22. Chuma Okeke, who hit the game winner, 13 points, 6 rebounds, and a couple of blocks. And Horace Spencer in double figures with 10. Their leading scorer this season, Bryce Brown, just 3 for 12 from the field, 1 for 9 on threes, and he had 9 points in the ball game as he was unable to get into double figures tonight against the Dogs. But Auburn is a winner, 78-75. They improved to 19-9 for the year, now 8-7 in the SEC. They go home to host Mississippi State. Now, another big game for the Tigers coming up on Saturday. They'll be at Auburn Arena. For Georgia, the Dogs go on the road. We'll be in the O'Connell Center in Gainesville to take on the Florida Gators. Second meeting of the year this season between Georgia and Florida. The Gators winners tonight over Vanderbilt, so they're now 17-11 and 9-6 in the SEC, and they've got their sights set on an NCAA postseason bid. Our game with Florida will be 8:30 for our start time. We'll be on the air with you at 8:05 here along the network. Georgia's record now 10-18 for the year, 1-14 in the conference. We've dropped 13 straight in the SEC and 9 in a row overall. So those are the final numbers from Athens. Auburn 78 and Georgia 75 is our final score. Stay tuned for more of our Regions Aaron's post-game coverage with Cabell Philpott. He's in the Piedmont Healthcare Network studios, and he's next here on the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Whether you're an elite athlete, in youth sports, or a weekend warrior, the Northside Hospital Sports Medicine Network keeps you in the game and ready for action. Our team of experts offers a full range of sports medicine services to prevent and treat injuries and improve performance. With 10 locations in the Atlanta region, the Northside Hospital Sports Medicine Network is in your neighborhood. For details, call 1-855-NH-SPORT. That's 1-855-NH-SPORT.
When you're getting ready to cheer on the Bulldogs, bring more flavor to the game with Cheez-It and Pringles. And now Cheez-It and Pringles give you the chance to win the biggest prize of the season, a trip to Minneapolis to hoop it up with the stars at the Celebrity Crunch Classic. Visit CelebrityCrunchClassic.com for entry details and official rules. No purchase necessary. Ends 3/8/19. Void where prohibited. Stock up on Cheez-It and Pringles. Enter for your chance to win. And go Dogs!
This is the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network, brought to you by Progressive, making it easier to bundle your home and car insurance.
In the Southeastern Conference, we are driven by the quest for more. More titles, more NCAA records, but also more renewable energy sources for some of the nation's greenest campuses. For more partnerships with NASA, the NSA, and the UN. For more billions pumped into our state economies, our 14 leading universities know that no matter how much we achieve, we can always do more. Yeah, in the SEC, it just means more.
I can't believe it.
That we're in an elevator with a puma?
No, I can't believe how easy it was to save hundreds of dollars on my car insurance with Geico.
Could you hit 7 for me? Okay, no need to. That's fine. I'm good.
Believe it, Geico could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Dogs fall tonight in conference play at home to Auburn, 78-75. The leading score for Georgia, 18 points for Jordan Harris. Jared Harper led Auburn with 22. Two other games in conference tonight. Florida beats Vanderbilt 71-55. Commodores 0-15 now in SEC play. Win for Florida, a winning streak, setting up a matchup with the Georgia Bulldogs this Saturday night at 8:30. Seventh-ranked Tennessee escapes with a road win at Ole Miss, 73-71. Grant Williams hitting the go-ahead basket to lift the Vols over the Rebs. Top 25 action, 12th-ranked Nevada up 28-15 on UNLV, 7:25 remaining in the first half in Reno, out there in Mountain West Conference play. Final score, Georgia falls to Auburn at home tonight at Stegman, 78-75. We'll put a bow on this one right after these messages. The Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
We Dogs are known for always giving 110%, both on and off the field. But no matter how hard we work, we can't deny that getting sick is easy. Luckily, getting care is too. As the official healthcare provider of the Georgia Bulldogs, Piedmont is committed to getting us better. With urgent care, same-day appointments, virtual visits from your smartphone or desktop, and Piedmont Quick Care at Walgreens, they've got the care you need when you need it. Booking an appointment is only a click away, so for game day and every day, get better at piedmont.org/UGA.
Welcome to Flavor Showdown! It's time for the lightning round. A snack that's actually a meal.
Zaxby's Big Zax Snack?
A superhero would have this superpower.
Grilled chicken sandwich vision!
Oh, perfect score!
Fall in love again with your 5 favorite Zaxby's meals. The Big Zax Snack, boneless wings, kickin' chicken sandwich, chicken finger sandwich, and the grilled chicken sandwich meal, each served with crinkle fries in a 22-ounce tray.
Zaxby's, friends, family, flavor.
This is the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Hey Bulldog fans, with Aaron's, having what you want is much easier than you think. Because now you can lease to own all the brands you love in furniture, electronics, and appliances. Yes, all those things you've always dreamed of. At Aaron's, you don't need credit, and you have flexible payment options so you can pay little by little until you own it. Plus, delivery and setup are free, so you can just focus on enjoying. Visit us in-store or at aarons.com and discover for yourself how easy it is to have what you want. Certain restrictions apply. See store for details.
Home or away, win or lose, you are a die-hard fan, tethered to your team by a legacy of fierce ambition and unwavering pride.
At Ford, it's this kind of drive and dedication that pushes us to go further. With smart technology and innovative design, Ford gives you the confidence, comfort, and style you need for the road ahead. For great offers on Ford cars, trucks, and SUVs, see your local Ford dealer today.
Welcome back one final time to the Piedmont Healthcare Network studios. Cabell Philpott with you. Georgia falling to Auburn tonight at Stegman Coliseum at 78-75. The Dogs will head to Gainesville on Saturday night for a matchup with the Gators. An 8:30 tip, the Exactech Arena, 8:05 airtime along these same network stations for our Grindhouse Killer Burgers Countdown to Tip-Off show. For the entire broadcast crew, I'm Cabell Philpott saying goodnight, reminding you once again the final score from Stegman Coliseum, Auburn 78, Georgia 75. Good night, everybody.
You've been listening to the Locker Room Report, presented by Regions Bank and Aaron's on the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network. Today's coverage has been brought to you by Regions Bank, the official bank of the SEC. By Aaron's, lease to own top brands in furniture, electronics, and appliances with no credit needed at Aaron's. Barbasol, here's a no-brainer. Barbasol is making razors. Try the Barbasol Ultra 6 Plus today. And by State Farm, here to help life go right. Talk to an agent at 800-STATE-FARM. The preceding has been a Learfield IMG College and JMI Sports presentation of the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.